Okay, there we go. For some reason, my OBS was like, we're not gonna show you that the microphone can hear you talking, and I got really nervous. But hello and welcome. Who's ready to stream? Oh, looks like Dora's ready to stream. Come here, baby. Here we go. Hello. And welcome back to the enchanting world of Fields of Mistria. As you can see, we're rocking our cute little lavender suit. Dora is here to give primo commentary about everything we're doing. I've been really careful about taking notes for Stardew Valley, but Mistria, we're playing a little loosey-goosey with Mistria these days. I'm not really sure what we're up to. Oh, okay, ma'am. Make a decision. She's even worse at making decisions than I am. There she goes again. Think she's just making the rounds. She's circling. When I got up this morning, I knew she was gonna be trouble. It was just written all over her little cat face. Ugh. Why is it that once I start stream, I notice like a million things that I wish I could correct? That is the way of life, right? That's just how it is. Oh my god, I didn't change my stream information. Please hold. This is not what we're doing. This is not what we're doing. I'm sorry. Back at it with more Mistria mischief. My apologies if you're here for Stardew Valley. Whoopsie. There's always something I forget. Duh. I need to change the category. Oh man. Today has been a bit of a whirlwind. I've been cleaning and doing things for social media because I'm trying to have a following or something like that. And it's difficult. I'm finding it difficult trying to balance all these things. Boom. We're back at it. We're back. Things are correct now? Okay, great. Things are correct now. And if they're not correct, you may need to refresh your page. In any case, now we're ready. And Dora is also ready. She's settled down on the gaming laptop, ready to make it overheat. Let's jump into the game, shall we? Because that's the only way I'll ever know what I'm doing is by doing. Alright. Let's take a quick look-see. We do not know how to make Bellberry Bakewell Tart. We can get this copper ore for March. Dragon Horn Beetle. We've got some fish. We've got Thorn Vine requests. Ultimate Feed. Okay, oh, looks like we got requests for days. Great. I was thinking that maybe we could work on increasing our friendship with some of the other characters. Because, as you may or may not know, there's going to be a big Fields of Mistria update in July. And if you were wondering where to get more information about the Fields of Mistria update schedule, the devs have an actual website where they put up like a timeline of their updates, and they have a list of like what they would like to do for the game. And they're keeping people really informed, which I love. So I figured, because part of this update is going to be to expand the romance options, I think by 2 hearts, maybe we should like keep expanding our romance, our little hearts, improving our heart situation with some of the characters that we really like. So I would say, okay, I'm of 2 minds about this. I kind of want to just love whoever I want to love, like Juniper, because she's really hot. But the other part of me is like, what if I build up my friendship and romance with characters fewer people seem to be into, so we get a little bit of a unique story? But I don't know if that's what I want to do. So I'm just gonna start by, not going to bed, that would be sad, by running around and taking a look at my farm, seeing how things are going. Oh my god, level 3 kitchen is now in stock at the carpenter's shop? That rules! Reese Reese, you read my frickin' mind. I do want to upgrade because we want to be able to make some lovely foods for our dragon boy who is a fail husband. Oh yes, and we got this little totem man's, and he can sprinkle our crops with lovely life-giving water. His range doesn't reach all of them, but that's okay. Like if it's less watering that I have to do, that's better because that saves me time and energy. Eventually I'll try to get another one of these guys. I think I do have one. Oh, I didn't do my chests. I meant to do my chests. One of the other things that they're working on in the Fields of Mistria update is expanded functionality for the chests, which is going to be really good. So I think they're probably working on one of those buttons that Stardew Valley already has, which is like if this item is already in this chest, then like just toss it in there. I don't know if there's a simple way to explain that button, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Let's check in on our creatures, shall we? Oh, this is the empty barn. Great pick, Natalie. All right, this barn, this coop is sure to have creatures in it, though. Hello, we've got our capybaras and our chickens. Oh, lovely. Oh, and we're leveling up in our animal handling skills. Good work, fellas. Oh, no, that's only one grass seed. Thing is, okay, I hand-fed one of these. I need to get more grass seed. Hold on. Maybe I have some stocked up in here. We'll see. Oh my god, she's all grown up! Look at her! Look at Barbie! Yippee! Wait, this means that she can wear a cute little cosmetic. Animals. Animals. Oh, here's Barbie. Oh. Hold on. Oh no, I have all of the female chickens with the apple on the head, just so I know. All right, girly pop. Oh, look at you. She's so beautiful. And there's Sasuke, and I think that might be Lelouch. All right, girlies. Oh, I only have 2. And I have quality small animal feed. Right. This one's for Barbie. Because I am playing favorites. Oops. It's fine, it's fine. They're chickens. They won't know. And I don't feel bad at it at all. I feel bad about it. But they don't need to know that. Alright, let's go chop down some of this stuff, because maybe it'll give me the food I so desperately need. I also kind of want to stock up on the items I need to make the ultimate animal feed, and I think I need to unearth the little totem that I think it auto feeds the creatures, but I am not completely sure. So let's take a look. We got a few goals already. Okay. Yep, hit me with that grass seed, please. Nope, that is not grass seed. Ooh, this is the one problem with relying on foraging for our animal food, is that sometimes it just doesn't work. But I think it's working well enough. I might have to go to Hayden and buy some food. Which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, considering how much tesserae we have saved up. How many? How much? I'm unclear on the grammatical notions of this form of money. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's make sure all the chickums are hand fed. Because that's the best way to increase your friendship with them. You want to make sure you hand feed them. Oh no! Oh, they ate on their own. Oh, I wonder at what time of day they cross the threshold to eating on their own. Did I feed you? Oh, I fed them? Alright, well, give me this. That's not supposed to be in here. And this, that doesn't belong in here either. Alrighty. Oh, that means that my barn animals probably fed themselves too. Or is it that I fed one of them and not the others? Huh. Ooh, yeah, it looks like they probably fed themselves. Let's see. Yeah, they've definitely fed themselves. So let me just pet them, give them a little hello. Alrighty. There we go. And I don't think I have creatures. I don't have creatures in the other barn. Because I accidentally purchased like 2 big barns instead of a barn and a coop. And I didn't even need another barn quite yet. I wasn't ready. I forgot that we have MBTA to make this whole process faster. Oh, she's a dream come true. Alright. I'm looking for the little totem. Okay, here's medium essence stone. We'll need those. Okay, it's not in here. Oh, that's a mission. 2 smallmouth bass. Totally, we can turn those in. Oh, and here's the place in a large barn or coop and add an essence stone to automatically pet its animals. So it doesn't auto-feed, it auto-pets. Okay, sure, we can do that. And I guess I have only one of them, but you know what? I know how to make them. Let's see what it takes. Alright, ooh, that's automatically pet. Water crops. Oh, they have different designs. That's so cute. Oh, and you need essence. And then refined stone. Also, I'm not high enough crafty level. So perhaps we need to create some things just for our craft level. Let's make 10 of these. See what that does for us. I guess I don't need to pursue this immediately. I am gonna sell all these stone walls. Let's make another 10 stone walls and then call it a day. I don't know why this is what I've focused in on right now. It's silly. It's so goofy, but it is what it is. And some of these stone walls I'm making are quality, which means they're worth 1 tesserae extra. Ooh. Oh, that's a pretty rug. The fishing rug? Beautiful. Oh, the summer flower rug is pretty too. I've got this dumb TikTok sound stuck in my head. The one's like, bridge over water, I'm jumping now. I don't need that. I don't need that in my head. Alright, let's go. I guess it has to be a big barn or a big coop, so I'll put it in a big barn? Well, the big coop has more creatures in it. For now. What? What? Place in large barn / coop. This is the large barn, yes? Even bigger. Hold on. Yeah, because this is the regular barn. Is it that's a medium barn? It's not even a large barn, it's medium? Alright. Guess we'll put him back. We'll put the essence stone back. Alright. I think I want to go into town just to make sure I haven't missed anything. Talk to people. I haven't yet decided with which villager I wish to curry favor. Ooh, lemon cake. Nice stock. Alright. Oh, actually, we should check and see if there are new recipes for us to buy at the inn, also. Because I've decided I want to do a bunch of recipe things. Nope, this is not where I need to go. Over here. Round back, right here. Recipes. Red snapper sushi, so be it. Alrighty. And then we talk to this group. I can always tell when March and Ulrich have been working the forge. They show up super hungry, and order half the menu. Pass the salt, Ulrich. Trade you for the pepper. Aw, cute. Alright. What's up? Okay, we've got rewards. Ooh. Decorations. Sunflower, we can do that. Tables and chairs. Capital is constructing a brand new orphanage, but has run into issues with not having enough woodworkers available. Help supply new furniture so the children can be moved into their new home as quickly as possible. We can do this. 6 dining tables and 12 dining chairs of any kind. Okay. So, no wait. 6 dining tables, 12 dining chairs. I somehow have already forgotten the numbers. Cool. We can do that. We'll probably need to chop down more wood. I'm gonna go to the museum to donate the items I have in my pocket. And then we're gonna, I guess, run around Mistria and deforest it. Just for fun. And then we'll see where we're going from there. Hello, siblings. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, so we just have 2 artifacts left in the sunken artifact set. And we got another multi-season insect. Beautiful. It's Valen. I love Valen. Hello. Be sure to visit the beach, Nat. The sea air is good for your lungs, and the sun is a mood booster. Okay, girl. Do you want to go to the beach with me? Adeline, the starlight coral at the museum is so pretty. How does it glitter like that? Is there real starlight inside it? I'm so obsessed. Okay, girly pop. Oh, I forgot that I could fly fast with MBTA. I'm walking around like an idiot, like a fool. Silly me. Ooh, we're gonna take the sesame. We're gonna take this thyme. Actually, let's say hello to our good lady Henrietta. I'm sure there's a shortcut, like a hot key for the horse. The horse. The words have been escaping me today. I don't know why. Aw, Henrietta. Here's a pet. Let's see. Farm supplies. Whoa. Whoa. Uh. Oh, he doesn't sell the food. Hmm. Look, I technically have space for more animals, but it might be unwise for me to adopt more animals at this point. Okay. Maybe I should be looking for the ingredients to make... Oh, a bunch of people just left the beach. Ingredients to make the quality feed. That might be what I'm doing. Alright, let's do some fishing then. Sorry, I know I keep saying I'll do something, and then I decide I'm gonna do something else. It is the way of the farm sim. There's just too many possibilities. Really? Fiber? Oh, bruh. That's rude. I'm gonna dive for the fish with my bare hands. Ooh, seaweed is good. We do need that. Alright. Alright, fish. It's your time. I can't remember. I think I need... What kind of fish do I need to make the quality food? I might have to go to the windmill and look. The windmill? No, it's just a mill. But yes, I'm gonna go to the mill and figure out what the actual ingredients are for the quality critter food. Dora has been very happy today because we were out of wet food for about a week, so I'd been giving her kibble, and just kibble. And every time I fed her, she would go up to her plate, look at it, look at me like, are you serious? And then when I would just like, okay, it's dinner time, she'd be like, well, guess I'm eating this dry ass food, and eat her kibble, and then immediately beeline for her water. Oh. She's like, ma'am, this is overcooked. It is crunchy, but in a bad way. And I'm like, that's okay. She doesn't have to love it. She just has to put up with it for a little while. Oh, let's drink the sparkly water. Lovely. Mmm, refreshing. Do we have any other? Oh, we got more fish over here. Beautiful. Okay. Who are you? Oh, a sardine. Sardine. Hello. Welcome. We are doing well today. I've been kind of running around, trying to, keep the house, get the house in order. I don't know, find my brain. I'm feeling a little bit scatterbrained today. Um, Yesterday was a weird, like, gray day. I feel like my mood's been all over the place. I don't know. Sometimes with the changing season, my brain gets a little confused. It's like, I don't know what to make of this. I love it when we catch the rubber fish because he's so weird and goofy. But yeah, we're feeling a little confused, but I think we got the spirit. How are you doing? How are these days treating you? I know you are in a much different place than I am. So I don't know if you're experiencing a similar weather change. Um, the cats have certainly noticed the weather change. They're like, "Oh my God, is that a patch of sunlight for me?" And I'm like, "I mean, yeah, certainly not for me." But that also means that, oh my God, Beans has been shedding like crazy. I go to pet her and just end up with a handful of fur, and she's not even the fluffy one. But I think her coat is just very thick. She's got like two layers to her coat. And she keeps very good care of it. She takes very good care of it. Um, so I was giving her like I was brushing her coat, which I call brushies. I was giving her the excuse me. I was giving her the brushies, and it was just cat hair flying through the air, and I'm like, this is terrible. I need a shop vac attachment for my cat brush, lest I perish. I don't think we have any pufferfish foods. Don't think the dart is her food. The I would love it if they did have a rubberfish dish. That would be hilarious. I don't think we're eating stingrays either. Uh, all right. Oh, and this guy. Okay, we got cloudy days. The weather here has been kind of rapidly switching back and forth. So it's very difficult to know if on any given day you're going to have like a nice sunny day that's going to be like exciting to go out and about in, or like a weird, dreary, foggy kind of sea smelling day. I say it because I live like right on the coast, so on like those drearier days, the scent of the sea kind of just seeps inward and then it kind of gets all over. I don't know, it feels like it leaves a film on your skin, and then you have to go and shower every time you leave the house. Um, ooh, well, I know darning is specifically for socks, but we're darning t-shirts. Oh, I've always kind of wanted to get into I forget what it's called, but it's kind of like visible mending where you don't try to hide that you're like fixing a hole in something. Instead, you take the opportunity to decorate that thing. Um, so like I don't know, you embroider something cute on there, and I'm very curious to try it. But obviously, I'm also like, "Oh no, what if I ruin my shirt by doing it?" And I have to remind myself, Natalie, if there's a hole in the shirt and you're not wearing it because there's a hole in the shirt, it might be worth taking the risk. Now, who wanted this smallmouth bass? Reese. Reese, you can have anything you want. You're such a polite young man. Now, the question is, where is he? He's not in here. He is. Okay, I see where he is. Oh, it's midnight. Well, guess guess that's it for me, dog. Might as well go to bed. I'm not gonna make it there and back in time. Oh, thank you, cutie. Let's just check our calendar. Ooh, it's Nora's birthday soon. And then the Shooting Star Festival. Yes. Okay. All right. I'm gonna say tomorrow we're gonna go on a gifting run. Let's pack our inventory with things that different NPCs like and just become the best person in town, the most loved motherfucker to ever step foot in mystery. Yeah. Just small achievable goals for me. Uh-huh. Okay, okay. I'm ready. Beansprout, are you ready for the day? I think she is. Oh, it's rainy. That's helpful. Gold fishing rod for sale. Girly Pop, I have a gold fishing rod. All right, let's see. Nope, no, okay. So for Adeline, we can give her a coffee, or I think that's a tea with lemon. So a coffee. I don't have just a perfect ruby sitting around to give this man. So coffee, a gemstone. I definitely don't have another one of these. We'll see. We'll see about you, fella. You're at max hearts right now. So a coffee, a gemstone, a rose if I have one. Darcy's not here right now. Okay. Might as well peruse my chest. Okay, here's the coffee. Um, I have universally liked things. We're not gonna burn those quite yet. So we got a coffee. Nope. Ooh, what is this? Tempura? Deluxe curry. Not good enough. Coffee. Oh, here's a gemstone for Baylor. Actually, let's organize them in the correct order. The alphabetical order. So coffee, gemstone. A rose, and or I guess we could try to find other things that she loves, but looks like we have a rose in here. So, alrighty. Darcy, Dell, apple juice. I don't think I have apple juice on me. But she also likes hot chocolate. It'd be cool if I could search my inventory for things. She likes apple juice and hot chocolate. Which is very cute. She is the most child of all children. Oh, there we go. Here's a hot chocolate for the child. Dozy? Ooh, I think I have a dog treat in here. Yep, for Dozy. Ooh, I do not know if I have a strawberry shortcake. Those sell for about 600 tesserae. That's a pricey gift for Elin. Maybe it's worth it. I could probably make one, now that I think about it. I definitely have the ingredients for said strawberry shortcake. Oh, oh no, I have a likable one. I don't need to burn that on him. Wait, I have 2 strawberry shortcakes in there, and they both have superpowers? Hold on. Okay, so this strawberry shortcake is for me to eat in the mines, though. So I guess we'll give him the universally likable strawberry shortcake, even though that's unfortunate. Alright, Eland, you're getting a hell of a gift today. Elsie, I don't even know what she loves. Bro. Once I'll give her, well, I could try something new for her. Maybe I'll give Elsie, I'm gonna try giving her a lemon pie. We'll see. We'll give her a lemon pie, we'll find out. Errol. I don't know I don't know shit about Errol. So he is museum curator who used to like delve deep into the mines. So perhaps, hmm. Museum curator who used to delve deep into the mines. You know what? He seems like a tea kind of guy. I'm gonna give him a rose tea. Maybe that's crazy, but you know, you don't find anything out unless you take a few risks. I don't know any loved gifts for him, but I've heard, so he loves pie. He likes apple pie. I have a random slice of like, what is this? This is a coconut pie? Coconut cream pie? We're gonna give him a coconut cream pie and see how he feels about that. Hemlock. All I know about him is that he likes coffee and he looks like the kind of guy who would be super into weed. But he's like an inn owner and a bartender, so maybe he'll like a fancy suite. Oh, but we need one of these for Henrietta anyway. So I probably have a fancy drink stored in here somewhere. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to give him a golden milk. But yeah, you do see what I mean with how like he's one of those like chill, laid back guys, and maybe he'd be like, dude, like he would never pressure anyone into trying it, obviously. But mint gimlet, no, 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 no. I had another one. I think he gave me the other one, but I had one in here that was okay. Wait, wait, wait. There's a drink in here somewhere. Aha, the heavy mist, because he likes coffee. So maybe he'll like one of them boozy coffee drinks. Okay. So Henrietta, we got Holt. All I know about him is that he likes coffee. I have a mocha in here. Let's try. Oh, iced coffee. Let's see if he likes. No, 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 wait. I've done that. I've done that already. I have a mocha in here somewhere. A disposable, expendable mocha. There we go. Try that for Holt. Josephine, I have more rose tea from whence that came. Just need to find it. What is this? Green tea? That's not quite it. Nope. Also nope. Another green tea? Nope. Hello? Lavender tea? Have I given her lavender tea before? Josephine? Oh, I have not. I have not. Let's do the lavender tea then. And we'll see if maybe she's just a tea lover. I love tea. Oh my god, hello dragon! How are you? Honestly, I was just thinking about you the other day. I don't know why. I just was. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes your dragon self is just creeping through my brain. I want to give Juniper, those monster cookies. So I'm gonna come over here and make them. Oh no! I need sugar. Ah, fucking A. Oh my god, you survived your 11-hour workday. Dude, that's fucking goated? You are the literal goat? And by literal goat, I mean dragon. You think a poetry open mic should be 1.5 hours. You say this apropos of what? I don't know if I agree or disagree because I've never timed poetry open mics before. Um, oh my god. I want to go. You have to tell me the details. I want to do it. I've been trying to do more like poetry stuff in my area, but it's a little bit difficult. It's always better if I go into the city or somewhere else, just 'cause I don't know. I've been struggling to find things that I feel like I want to do. I'm gonna give Juniper this mint gimlet because I don't have the things that I know she likes, and she seems like a bitch who'd like a fancy little drink. Maybe she's not, but maybe she is. Landon, I don't know anything about him except that he likes coconut milk. Crazy? Let's see if there's a recipe that utilizes coconut milk. And that might be our go-to. I guess I'm gonna start in the land of sweets and drinks. We have the coconut milk, obviously. Oh my god, I can make the apple juice for Dell? Uh-huh, okay. So I don't have to give her that hot chocolate. Perfect. And I should immediately fix my inventory then. So this apple juice is in fact for Dell. The hot chocolate is for no one. Landon, something that involves coconut milk. Strawberries and cream. I mean, salted watermelon seems like something an old man might enjoy, but perhaps that's presumptuous of me. I don't know why that's what came to mind. Landon. Landon. Yeah. Okay, Landon. I don't know what to give this old man. Let me just dig. I'm gonna dig through my trunks for a hot sec. Don't mind me. Ooh. Let's see. You know what? The sweet potato pie has his name on it now. I just have a lot of food items that I've randomly come across. And oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to fit everything in my pockets. Luke, he likes hot chocolate, but I don't know something that he loves. But I'm gonna call that good enough for now. Let's see. Maple? Oh no, Maple loves hot chocolate? Okay, hold on. Hold. We're going to the kitchen and making another apple juice for the bowl. Oh no, no. You know what? I'm gonna make him a grape juice. Maybe he and Dell have different tastes. Like, they're kids, not clones. Urgh. Alright. Grape juice. Which means, here, grape juice, and that's for Maple. Alright. I know, this is taking me a hot sec, but I think it's gonna be worth it. We're gonna feel so successful, so. Grape juice, hot chocolate. I don't know any loved gifts for March? Well, that's rude of me. He seems to like chocolate quite a bit. I've given him a lot of chocolate stuff. I know he doesn't like, strawberry shortcake. Like, he did not care about the strawberry shortcake, and that's insane to me. But that's just because I am biased towards strawberry shortcake, because I like fruit a lot. Particularly in desserts, I love me a fruity little dessert, a fruity little drink. A fruity little person. Because I am a fruity little person. I kind of just... You know what, bud? He's gonna get spicy cheddar biscuit. I have no reasoning. Just desire. Nora, she likes coconut milk and she likes coffee. Maybe she needs to try having some tea. I'll give her some tea. If I can find a tea. I know I have tea sitting in all these chests. Here. This is a tea with lemon. Here you go, Nora. Tea with lemon. Alright, Nora. Ulrich. I know he likes rock. I do not know anything that he loves. Hot Toddy. He likes rock because he has pet rock. I'm gonna take a risk known as give Sapphire. And apparently I'm gonna start replacing items. We're wrapping around the gifts, and this is a dumb thing. I'm being organized until I'm not. I don't know anything that Reina loves? This is also a problem. So apparently she loves coffee, she loves cheese. I don't know what the intersection of that would be. She loves coffee, she likes coffee, and she likes cheese. She doesn't love either of them. Honestly, Reina is the cook. She's the one who might love golden milk. Hold on. Where is my golden milk? Here we go. We're gonna give Reina a golden milk. Wait, I put it in the last slot, but let me move my stuff. Shit. I meant to put it... Shit. There we go. Okay. We're gonna put all of our tools in the same chest. And we're gonna just leave... Okay, wait, these aren't gifts. Those are my things. We're gonna leave this net in the way. And... Oh, okay. Golden milk goes up here. Okay. Oh, nope. That's what I needed. Alright. Okay, Reina. Reese? I don't know anything he likes. Sorry, anything he loves? He likes crystal, so maybe he'll love diamond. I know I have diamonds in here somewhere. You know, in my chests that are unlocked and outside, I have a shit ton of diamonds. Alright. Okay. Terithia? That's that looks like a red snapper sashimi. Let's give her just a regular ass sashimi. We're totally profiling this girl. This woman. Here, tuna sashimi. Coming right up, baby. I'm slicing that shit. I'm serving it up. Oh, you wanted wasabi? Too bad. You get to have the tuna sashimi that's been in my pocket. Alright. Valen? I don't know any of her loves? bad. It's bad and sad. Okay. All right. We're gonna give her a hot toddy. All right, we've done it. So, wait. This is where it starts. Adeline, Baylor, Celine, Dell, Dozy, Eland, Elsie. It's an alphabetical order. Okay. Oh, everyone's in the frickin' general store, alright. Oh my god, what did you do to end up with 12 pinned emails? My guy. My guy, that's simply, I say unacceptable, but just in the way that it sounds barbaric. Yeah, does that mean you have to answer them all? Oh, that's not where I meant to go. I meant to go to the general store. Hello? There we go. So, let's see. Wait, no one's allowed to fucking leave. This is for Dell. Give. Alright. And then for here. This is for the little boy. He doesn't care about grape juice. We know Maple loves hot chocolate. Perfect. Hemlock. Oh god. And yeah, the system's falling apart. Okay, Celine, we have this rose. Yep. Valen, we have the hot toddy. Boop. She doesn't care about the hot toddy at all. Alright. So this is for Henrietta. So wait. Hayden. Hayden is the coconut pie. Yes! He likes the coconut pie. Ah. You decided you need to kill God? What did you miss? More like, what did I miss? All you've missed, it was me painstakingly going through the characters' lists of likes and dislikes that I've discovered so far, and putting presents in my pockets for every single one of them, because I want to go on a gifting spree, in anticipation of the, updates. Oh, you work retail. Oh, I am so sorry. I can definitely see how that would suck. I don't know what I got for Holt. Hold on. Holt. It's after Henrietta. So Henrietta's a corn. I got him this mocha. Okay. Hey, Holt. Ow, he didn't like. Well, I tried. Great. Holt. Let's see who's in the inn. Alright, Adeline's here, so we'll give her... We want to give her this coffee. Adeline, boop. There we go, we know she loves that. No mocha for Holta. Amazing. Oh, Hemlock. Okay. Henrietta. H-E. Henrietta. I'm trying to remember all the names in alphabetical order and it's not really working. Henrietta. Oh, Hemlock and then Henrietta. So... Hemlock, this one. Give? Dang it. Okay. We're still learning. So we need several people. We need Baylor and March and Ulrich for sure. So let's go over here up left. Top left. Oh, Ulrich. I do remember what I got for you. I got you this rock. He likes it! Oh, I made a good guess. I love this himbo. Okay. So I don't remember what I did for some other fellas, but I think there are some people in here. Right. So for Baylor, I'm given this gem. And then March. Did I get March the spicy biscuit because I just couldn't figure anything else? So, Luke Maple, March. No. Henrietta is here. Sorry, fellas. I'm trying to figure this shit out. Give me a second. Oh, well, I got this sashimi for Terithia. She liked it! Yes! Oh, my inferences are paying off. So... hold on. So, the corn is Henrietta, and I know this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the corn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was this guy. He didn't care about that shit. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. We're just chasing people down at this point. Alright, let's go up to top right, because that looks like Reina. Spicy enough. You know, you're right. He is too spicy. He's an angry little cat. And I would do well to remember that. Alright, Dozy, buddy, I got you this treat. Yeah. Good. Are y'all in here? Okay, Valen, I already give to Josephine. I think Josephine... No. She's a lavender tea. Josephine's a lavender tea. She loves! Yay! Okay. Alright. We need to do still Elsie and Eland. I'm fairly certain. God. So let's go there. God, Stardew could never tell me where the NPCs are so I can actually find them. Eland, hold. I can't gift while I'm on this horse. Hold on. For you. Yes, I know you love this. And then Elsie, I'm gonna see if she does not like, but let's gossip. Oh, absolutely, we're finding another. Okay, I could have guessed that he likes berries and cream. This guy is the fruitiest little man I've ever seen. So, and also he likes strawberry stuff. Yeah, no, Stardew Valley does not tell you where people are. Fields of Mistria, in a lot of ways, looked at Stardew Valley and said, what can I improve? And obviously, it's not the same game. I'm not saying they're copying Stardew Valley or anything like that. 1, 2, 3 from the corn. Here. But they've made a lot of, dang it, improvements based on comments people have made about Stardew Valley. Alright, who else are we missing? I think we haven't gifted Reese or Landon. Reese is up here. Or Errol, I don't think. Josephine, I think I'm holding on to for last. So let's see. Alright. Course. Lovely. Reese, buddy. What did I get for you? Reese. Oh my god. Okay. Ulrich. Okay, Reina is the golden milk. So next to the golden milk, a diamond. Hey bud, do you want this? He doesn't care. I did give Josephine the lavender tea. Did I just say I needed to gift Josephine something? For whom is this rose tea? Errol. The rose tea is for Errol. Okay. And then Reina is the golden milk. Oh my god. Can you imagine having golden milk? Alright, Reina's in the inn. We are just running around on this stormy-ass summer day. This horse deserves as many oats as it can eat after all this. Reina, baby, I have a really special ingredient for you, and if you don't like it... She's a chef! She is a chef. She is into business and cookery. How does she not like golden milk? Ugh. I've never been more insulted in my entire life, obviously. Alright. So, Nora. I haven't gifted anything to Nora, I don't think. Nora. I think Nora is this tea. Nora. Get. Dang it. Okay. She's the kind of chef who eats whole garlic? What do you mean? Alright, so I just need Errol, Landon, and Henrietta. Oh, I didn't gift Caldarus, but we're at full hearts. Oh, and it's the conclave up there. I mean, look, eating a whole roasted garlic I totally get. Do you want to? Look, I can't fault her. I get it. I totally get it. I used to eat dumb bullshit like that for lunch too. Alright, he's not gonna like this. Yeah, I figured, but I wanted to try. And here, Landon. I really thought he was a sweet potato pie kind of guy. Alright, Henrietta. Girly Pop, we're coming for you. We got you a nice fresh ear of corn. Henrietta would never disappoint. Your family's Italian, so you're already doing it. Oh, I don't have my shovel on me, because I have to empty my pockets to do this. So in middle school, I was eating whole tomatoes. As a kid, I would just reach up onto the cutting board and eat whatever my mom was cutting, even if it was, like, raw onions. I would just do it. I was like, it's for me. It is mine, and I like it. I went through a big, just straight up raw celery phase. Usually you put stuff on celery, or you eat it, like, you dip, or, I don't know, you cook it, because that shit's fibrous. Not me. I was just chomping that down. Bunny food for days. I'm realizing I didn't say hi to my creatures today, and I feel a little bad. I mean, it depends on which raw onion. Some of them are just way too acidic. Not acidic. They're rough. Like the taste. What word am I looking for? It's not acrid. Something along those lines. So it could be a lot. It'll clean out your sinuses, that's for sure. Oh god. Oh, creatures, hello. Alright. Oh, Barbie is so cute. I can't with her. Lady, refill your food. The other chickens need a refill. Alright, we've done a gifting run. We are making sure our creatures are cared for. Alrighty. Hello. Hello. You have many texture issues with vegetables. Oh. That's very fair. I have a lot of texture sensitivities, but I'm lucky that vegetables, like raw fruits and vegetables, are one of the things that I feel like I can always eat. So that's not an issue, but things things like sources of protein, I really struggle with. I don't know why, but my brain's like, I hate to eat protein. Oh, you want to eat protein? Fuck you. Get that shit out of here. I'm like, why? Why? Like, I could try to logically reason with myself, but it just doesn't work. Right, the tables and chairs. It's rough out here, is what we're saying. Ah, but I have very specific brain worms up in here. That's what I lovingly call the specific makeup of my brain, is the brain worms. It's also a helpful way for me to talk, like, it's helpful self-talk for me to call the, like, OCD type thoughts, like, nah, that's just the brain worms. That's not a real thought. Um, makes things easier to dismiss. It's not part of me. It's an intrusive part. It's evil. Well, sometimes the worms are really frickin' convincing, I'll tell you. They're very persuasive. All right, we gotta head to bed. We have a long day of shopping ahead of us. And also we want to upgrade our kitchen. I'm not sure how else to get recipes, but I do know I need to check the inn every day to see what they have on sale. I guess I didn't sell anything today. If you're not making a profit, you're losing money or whatever, capitalism, etc. Just kidding. Oh, it's Nora's birthday. And we still don't know if there's a gift she loves, right? We only know a couple likes for Nora. Nora. Yep, coconut milk and coffee. Okay, girl, she's on a liquid diet. Oh, it's corn time. Corn, corn, corn. When in doubt, baked potato? For real? Okay. Interesting methodologies you present to me. Okay. We need to water the rest of our plants. Boop, 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 boop. Oop, oop, oop. Go. Free corn seed. Oh, I love corn. I'm kind of constantly craving corn, but playing this game just reinforces that craving. Right, we watered our things. We have a letter. Business chat? Well, well. Nat, your farm has been a boon to Mistria's economy. As a person handling your shipments, I have some advice that might interest you. Meet me at the inn when you have the time. Okay, so I guess we're going to the inn today? Uh-huh. And let me just make sure I have enough food for all the creatures. I would like to hand feed them to get more beads, because I'm very curious about what other gifts the statue might provide. I might need to start buying food from Hayden, and I'm a little upset about it. I think there's definitely a way to grow more grass. I need to look into the mechanisms of this game instead of just running around like a jazzed up fool, like a jangly little clown. Though it is fun to be a jangly clown. It's fun, but it's not always productive, and I love to be productive. I love to be that business bitch, but not that business bitch, you know, that business bitch. I don't think that made much sense, but it had heart. Business jester, yes! Yes, I am the business jester. Hello. In Animal Crossing, I like to put on the little bear hood and a full suit and call myself Memestre Business Bear. I don't know why Memestre instead of Mister, but it is what it is. I am Memestre Business Bear. And I don't know, it brings joy to my heart. Also, the idea that a bear is doing business is really funny to me. Like, this is City Bear. You've only ever encountered Forest Bear. City Bear is super chill. Don't worry about him. Oh, his claws? Not for you, bud. Don't worry about it. Like, oh, you're worried he doesn't like you? Believe me, you'll know if he doesn't like you. Dora, you can't be mad at me for touching your booty. You're the one who put the booty on my keyboard, okay? Dora looked at me like she wanted to bite me, and I was like, mm-mm. That's not on me, bestie. Bestie. Oh, Barbie! I love her. I love she. She is an icon. Okay. Y'all, I was coming to feed you. And yet... Fucking rude, man. Yee. Alright. Beautiful. Oh, yes. I've seen that cat comic that's like me with your eyes. I love that. Let me sell some tea? I'll sell some tea. Yes, the universality of cats is supreme. Uncontested. Alright, alright. I said I was chopping down wood today, right? And also checking out the mill. I'm chopping wood and I'm checking the mill because I really, really want to make sure I'm gathering the right ingredients for animal food. There it is. I wonder if streaming video games is going to help me with my working memory. When I did my psych eval, like, they said everything in my brain was working really well, and then my working memory is good, but just it doesn't function as well as everything else I can do, which is why I notice when it lags. I don't know. I choose to believe that my working memory is ass, and so is the rest of my brain. Screw the empirical data, I'm dumb. I'm just kidding, I'm not dumb. It's just sometimes it's easier to believe that than to face the issues in life, you know? I want the easy way out. Wait, because you're saying that cats are the second greatest little dudes you can have in your house, does this mean, after lizards, does this mean you have a lizard? Like, what kind of lizard do you have? My friend has oh shit, what's it called? Gecko. It's a type of gecko? Fuck. It's the gecko with the big fat tail. Ooh. Okay. What is it called? Ooh, ooh. Let's make this sugar. Leopard-tailed gecko? I think it's a leopard-tailed gecko. If I'm recalling correctly. Oh shit, I can make golden butter and golden cheese because I have golden milk. Bearded dragon! Oh, I used to have a friend who had a bearded dragon. I love the bearded dragons. Ooh, okay. Okay. So I need to write down words. Pardon me for a moment as I write down words. Alrighty. Dora's looking at me like I'm committing crimes. She doesn't know what she's talking about. So we need grass seed / hay. So grass seed / hay. Plus water chestnuts we're good on, but I'll write it down. Water chestnuts. Plus, those are acorns, right? Yeah, they both require acorns. Yep. Ooh. Acorns plus seaweed. And our limiting factor right now is definitely the seaweed. Fine. But we can make quality. Let's make... Can I make 10? Yeah, let's make 10 of each of the quality ones. It'll take me a while. 50 seed, 50 weed? The weedy sea dragon would hate to hear you say this. My friends and I used to have an inside joke about the weedy sea dragon. Because one of my friends once called it the seedy weed dragon, and we were like, not the weed dragon, whoa! We were in middle school. Alright, so we have some quality feed. Deluxe. What does it mean, deluxe? Quality? Oh, I could have made deluxe, but no. We're gonna hold on to the acorns for the ultimate. Duck. Oh. Whoa. Okay. I feel like I should make 1 golden butter and 1 golden cheese. Maybe that's what I should have gifted to Reina. This might be silly of me to waste these golden items, but I don't see another use for them. And I'm sure I can get more. So we are going to gift Reina golden cheese, seeing as she likes regular cheese. Maybe that'll be the way. Oh, Reina, I have a gift for you. It is golden cheese. Oh, right, Baylor? Where is he? Hey there, Nat. Look for Baylor? Hell yeah, I am. Thought so. He had to step out for a moment, but he said you're welcome to head up to his room and he'll meet you there. It's just up the steps, first door on the left. Oh my god, we're gonna be in his room alone? How improper. Hemlock, are you gonna be our chaperone? He better be. What are we gonna do in your room, step merchant? No! I've secured a reliable supply line from the capital by adding to the bulk orders made by neighboring towns. From there, I can handle the final transport of goods to Mistria myself. This will keep my prices low until Mistria stabilizes. Despite Nora's grumbling, she knows that Mistria is in a precarious situation, and the town needs every advantage they can muster. Am I reading his fucking diary? I probably shouldn't be I'm gonna wait for Baylor. Why am I fucking snooping? Okay, I wonder if that means I could have read on a little bit more, but it's fine. There you are! Sorry about that. Had a delivery come in unexpectedly. I suppose the blame is on me for leaving my journal out. What, so he finds out regardless? Interesting. I hope I can trust your discretion on this. It looks like you're working hard to help. That's... Oh, look at his plushies! You have a crush on me. What, bud? Listen. I don't want you getting the wrong idea. What benefits the town benefits me, understand? Mistria has the potential to be a major influence in Aldaria, and I want to get in on the ground floor. Buddy, it's okay for you to love a town and to love people and to be vulnerable. I don't know what's happened in your past. I will not betray you. I assume you do as well, since you moved here. Mistria will recover. We'll both make our fortunes, and then we can all go our separate ways. Dude, that's so real. I also always think I'm neutral about the like romanceable characters, and then I make them blush, and I'm like, okay, Natalie, come on, girl. Oh yeah, Caldarus dragon statue. I was like, there's no way they don't give this guy a human form, like, no chance. Okay, usually I don't push it with NPCs, but I think that Baylor needs a little push and like, hey, like, you seem like you really like it here. Oh, look at him, I got him. I fucking got him. You got fucking clocked, boy. A merchant needs to make his client's concerns his own, that's all. On that note, let's get down to business. To defeat the Huns. You've been doing a great job with your shipments. In a short period of time, you've become one of my key suppliers. My advice is to continue to diversify what you sell. Mistria needs all kinds of support to get back on its feet, so focusing on just one or two areas won't cut it. Remember, business comes first, alright? There's a lot of profit to be made in Mistria for those with the eye for it. And after that, who knows? The world awaits! Okay, Baylor. Okay. Ooh. He is such a dude. He's just a little guy. I dare say that every single character in Mistria is just a little guy. Ooh. Oh, seafood boil. Dude. Dude. Ooh, it's a 5-star dish. Seafood snow pea noodles. Oh. Do they have the recipes? Chili coconut curry? That's not nearly good enough. No. Once the update comes out, I can justify spending money on something like that. So I can gift it to Caldarus. The update's not out yet, so I can't justify it. Reina, can I give you this golden cheese? She doesn't even like the golden cheese? Fucking okay. I think Dell is both a little guy and a creature. She shapeshifts from creature to little guy. That was messed up of Reina to not like the golden cheese I just gave her. What the fuck? Sometimes you gotta let me find out. Unless I'm about to throw out like a really precious item that I should be holding on to. Like, let me make my stupid ass little mistakes, you know? It just is what it is. I also think, like, sometimes I react to something and then internally I'm laughing at myself because my reaction was silly. You gotta laugh at yourself if you're gonna get through this life in one piece, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what? Let's go fishing at 8 p.m. because I will need more seaweed. Oh, I wish I could shovel while on horseback. I feel like that's not on MBTA. MBTA is doing her best. I want more than what's possible in this realm. Oh. Specialized egg. She is doing better than her namesake. Her namesake keeps screwing me over, man. God, I almost missed a therapy appointment because of the MBTA. I was gonna be so pissed because it's always when you really need that therapy appointment that for whatever reason it doesn't happen. Like life gets in the way or something like that. It's every time. It's like, oh man, I'm so glad I have therapy today. And then it's like, well, my therapist gets sick, or I'm so late to the appointment that it's not worth it, or that kind of stuff. It's dumb. Luckily, that hasn't happened in a good while. Well, it happened. You know what I'm saying. Luckily, it's been less frequent. No, that was supposed to be seaweed. I need the seaweed. I need the weed of the ocean, please. Let's see. I know there are fish I am specifically looking for, but I'm not really sure what they are. For real. I'm just kind of doing it based on vibe. We'll get there eventually. Oh, I also need to go to the Teresa's shop, probably tomorrow, and grab an upgraded kitchen. Because obviously, a lot of the 5-star dishes that we'd be able to make for Caldarus require a fancier kitchen. Because our fail husband is bougie. La cocina, baby. Cucina, cocina. I don't know. I don't know what language we're going for here. There's too many Romance languages out there. What I think is funny is that we often forget that Romanian is a Romance language. Like everyone remembers Italian and Portuguese and Spanish, but don't forget about Romanian. Oh, and French. French is a weird one though. Like of the Romance languages, I feel like even Romanian sounds more like a Romance language than French does. It's a lot. Oh, pufferfish, baby. Oh, can I jump down? I can jump down. I didn't know I could do that. Wow. Our character knows parkour. What? Piece of wood. Piece of wood. Oh, oh. Oh, it's 1:10 a.m. We need to go home. MBTA, take us there. You can't say Italian is too hard in the face of Japanese. I hear some stories about folks trying to learn to speak Japanese. Oh, thank you, baby's cat. My IRL baby's cat is sleeping so deeply that her breathing is making noise. Like she's almost at snoring level. I keep meaning to set up a cat cam, and then I keep forgetting to do it. Someday it'll happen. And someday Beans and Sprout will also be allowed to be in the office when I'm streaming, and so maybe you'll see multiple cats. Hello, baby! Alrighty. I love the kitties. They are my besties. Okay, I will need to recharge the essence on that guy soon. What all is in my pockets? Oh, I see. I'm pretty sure I need bonito for something. I don't think I need pollock. I have a sardine in there. I'm gonna toss the crab in there just cuz. Just toss the crab in there. It's all good. We can hold on to a crab, too. We don't need the pine cones. We do need the acorns. Let's sell these guys. Not that guy. That guy's new. Alrighty. And I'm gonna just grab this guy. Actually, I should probably grab all of the ingredients. So grass seed, hay, water chestnut, acorn, seaweed. Grass seed, hay, water chestnut, acorn, seaweed. Oh, grass seed, hay, water chestnut, acorn, seaweed. We're going through it all. Seed, hay, water, chestnut, acorn, seaweed. I'm full of beeps and boops today, apparently. Grass seed, hay, water, chestnut, acorn, seaweed. Oh, we need 5 of these for March. Grass seed. Oh, water chestnuts. Grass seed. Hay. Water chestnut. Acorn. Seaweed. Here's seaweed. Grass seed. Hay, water chestnut. Acorn. Seaweed. It's starting to sound like an ant, like some sort of spell. Grass seed, hay, water chestnut, acorn, seaweed. This is under seaweed? No, that's regular seaweed. Oh, that's under seaweed. Here's the regular seaweed. Aw, man. But I thought it said I had more. You know what? I'm gonna grab the under seaweed too, because something in my mind is kind of pinging me and being like, it also works, but that might be silly. Now I need to find the 2 smallmouth bass that I need. Oh no, here's the other seaweed. I don't think the under seaweed works anymore. It's just I missed the seaweed. The 2 smallmouth bass. All right, we're gonna check out. Let's stop by our little creatures and say hello. Hello, creatures! How are we doing today? I have the good food. Check this shit out. Nope, I said, check this shit out. Yeah, that's right. I got some quality feed. It's not just grass seed anymore. Quality feed, baby. Twice as many beads, baby. Yeah, we're doing it. Now everyone gets some uppies? Yeah. You're having a great day today, aren't you, creatures? Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Lovely. You don't have to have... Yes. I know I don't have to have the ingredients in my pocket. I just want to have them with me so I can see how much of each one I have as I'm walking around doing my stuff. It'll also help remind me, like, what the hell I'm doing today if I have them with me. You know, just a little memory aid for for Natalie at the ripe old age of 26. Oh yeah, the other thing I realized is that on Monday, I was like, hey, like my 1 year stream anniversary is this Friday. No, it's not. It's on July 13th. I was skipping ahead a whole month. Whoops. Like, that is totally not true. I was just feeling extra or something. I don't know, man. You know what? I'm gonna put this in here too. I just don't want it in there. Yeah, close enough. I think I was just really excited about it. You know how it is. I love a good milestone. I love a good date. I'm gonna buy some grass seed from Hayden. Just because I know I have enough hay, but my grass seed is kind of lacking. So let's do a chill. Oh god, that's expensive. A chill 30 grass seed. We'll say hi to Henrietta while we're here, naturally. She doesn't seem to mind the rain. Well, it's because she's got a nice indoor spot to chill in. I don't know the best methodology to acquire seaweed. Like, I do wish to farm so much seaweed, you know? Oh, what is that? Amber trapped insect? Oh, damn. I guess I'm just fishing again. Let's go. I do want to... Excuse me? Okay, that's either a chest or a rare fish. You can never tell. Guess a chest is a rare fish, but you know. What a catch. Nope, just a pollock. Oh no, seaweed is annoying enough that you've considered human sacrifice? That doesn't bode well for me as I pull up a piece of glass from the ocean. I'm assuming you can really only get it from the little dive spots in the ocean, because I don't think the seaweed would appear in the river. What is that? Char? Which looks crazy. Damn, Char. Alright. I mean, I wonder if it's one of the resources that Baylor sometimes sells. Maybe I'll check his cart. Oh, that was a chest. Let's see. Chest? Ooh, sapphires. Most of your seaweed by doing tidal cavern areas. No, that might be right. No. Because I was thinking there's under seaweed in there, but there might just be regular seaweed. I couldn't remember if there was, like, under seaweed and regular seaweed or just regular seaweed. I'm doing something called swimming around the ocean trying to find more dive spots. Bet you wish you were smart enough and strong enough or whatever to do this. Just kidding, this is a really dumb thing to do. I feel like it wastes time, but I just want to do it anyway. Ah, okay. Alright, jump off, bud. Oop, dive spots. Let's go. Seaweed, please. That's a chest. It's a treasure box. Can I MBTA in the ocean? Let's see. That is not seaweed, man. Yikes. Alright, dive spot, please. Dive spot. Ooh, my kingdom for a dive spot. My horse, my kingdom for a horse. What a catch. What a catch. Sorry, even though I haven't been listening to Fall Out Boy, it's just in there. It's in the CD-ROM of my mind. Dive spots? I do love that the game just lets you roam around in the ocean. Just in the open ocean, swimming. So many chests! Damn. Okay. That's impressive. How far out can I go? Oh shit, a giant fish? Too bad. Goodbye. If that was a shark, it would have fucked me up. I just caught a sardine with my bare hands. bow down to your fish king? Right? Let's go. Let's go. If I end up with 0 seaweed... Whoa. If I end up with 0 seaweed, I'm gonna lose my shit entirely. What was in here? Oh, just a chest. And I dropped a magma beetle and spirit mushroom drink. Oh! Whoa! Watermelon seeds. Onigiri? Let's see what you are. Rock with a hole! Rock with a... Let's go! Yeah! Yep. Yep. I feel like there's nothing really I'd get rid of. Guess I'll drop this glass in favor of this onigiri, but we're heading back out. Back out into the ocean. Oop, here we go. My pockets are full, though. This is a dangerous endeavor if it is... Nope, it's just glass. I'm gonna leave this glass floating on the surface of the ocean. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Bro, what? Okay. Can I not drop? I can drop things. I can't drop things when I'm in the ocean? What the fuck? Whatever. Give it. This is a dumb thing to do, but I'm doing it anyway. My pockets are full. I can't open it! Dude. It's fine. Apparently things don't sink into the water like they do in Stardew. Well, another guy. Let's see what's in here. Berries and cream. Are you a little boy who loves berries and cream? Alrighty. I guess I'll come back for the things that are floating in the ocean. MBTA, lead the way. We're going to the museum. The museum? Hey, Terithia. Bet you haven't caught nearly as many things as I have today. I was swimming in the ocean, girl. I never see you doing that. How can you be a true fisherman if you never act like the fish? You know what I'm saying? Ah. Alright, cool. Yo! Okay. Ooh, a commercial? I always think of that silly video of the guy with the very straight bob and bangs, and he's doing a silly little dance. I don't know why I have this alarm set for 3:15. I should really turn it off, and yet. Alright, seaweed woes, man. Well, let's go to the inn. Oh, really? I didn't realize that was a Starburst commercial. I'd only ever seen it out of context reposted on the internet. Huh, it's good to know. Yeah, but that makes sense for a Starburst commercial. Starburst really likes to do weird commercials. Hello, fellas. Alright, what do we have here? Do we have recipes for me? Oh, deluxe curry. Mushroom steak dinner. Ooh. It won't let me buy recipes I already have, right? I'm assuming that it won't. There we go. Wow. Mushroom steak dinner. You need beets for that? That's crazy. Alrighty. I keep trying to figure out who wanted these goddamn fish. Reese. Wait, does this mean that Luke likes strawberry shortcake and Maple likes whatever the hell she's eating? I'm spying on you. What are you drinking? An iced coffee? What's that? What's that in your hand? It's gone. What is that? Is that an iced coffee? Are you drinking a beer? Is that a lemonade? Or a hot toddy? You're drinking wine? I'm spying on them. What am I doing? Right, Reese. Where's the boy? God damn it, Reese. Why are you all the way out there, man? I know that that's where he lives, but come on. Capybara bristles. Yeah, dude. I could totally do that for you. Just give me 1 sec. I got 2 fish with Reese's name on them. Alrighty. Oh, Reese! Oh, hello? Oh god, are you upstairs? Are you up in your room, bud? Oh, yeah, he is. Hello. Very functional. Here you go. What? 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 Gifted it to him instead of turning it in for the mission. I'm... Good thing I have another one in my trunk. Oh, that's... Oh, okay. Okay, get it together, bud. It's okay. Oh, hold on. I need to reshuffle how I'm sitting. Okay. Okay. All right. Came all the way out here and I handed this man a fish and he was like, weird. And didn't think that maybe it's because he requested it. Mm, mm. I mean, you're right. At least I didn't eat it accidentally. I've been known to do such things. Level 3 kitchen, baby. 3,000 tesserae. Let's fucking do it. Yep, yep. Oh, hi, Dora. Hello. Hey, baby. What's up, bud? What's up? Hi. What, are you here to chastise me for my silly mistake? Yeah, you could have done better. Dora's like, hand me the mouse and keyboard. I'll show you how it's done. You are but a simpleton. And I am the true brains of the operation. Okay. MBTA. Take me away. Nope. Okay, I forgot where I was. Take me away. I need to hide in shame. I know who are you? You're an artifact I already have, but who the fuck are you? I'll come back for you, man. He'll be there. Ugh. What, you're just sit there and breathe loudly? Alright, I mean, you are the master of your own destiny, Dora. Frickin' do your best, do your worst. It's up to you, baby's cat. Oh, she's staring at the screen like she can read chat. She is so intensely cute. It's not even permissible. Alright, no, wait. Give me this old kitchen. The shitty kitchen, goodbye. Upgraded kitchen, hello? Here we go. Alrighty. Well, guess I passed out. Well, it's fine. Everything's fine. Totally I am blunderless. I have not blundered a single time this stream because I am the perfect human being. Um, okay. Alright. I just wanted to look at this beautiful level 3 kitchen. Dora? Oh, bestie. You better not fuck up my green screen, bud. It's really annoying to put together. So just chill out, man. Alright, it's Maple's birthday. Wow. It's Maple's birthday, and one of her favorite things is hot chocolate. I want to see if that means she also likes chocolate cake. Hey, Dora? It's cat. Come on. Good girl. Good kitties. I don't like it when she goes behind the green screen and cannot be seen, because sometimes she likes to bite the artwork that's on my walls. Yeah, Dora is an art hater. Sometimes she likes to bite the corner off something that I worked really hard on. Don't. But she will. Baby's cat, there's no space for you behind the... I'm sorry, fellas. Hey, there's no space for you behind that typewriter, man. You leave Mr. Smith alone. He ain't done nothing to you. He's just an electric typewriter. All right, bud? He's just an electric typewriter. We cannot condone your mischief. No. You need to be good kitties. What? Be good kitties. You behave. This would be easier if you'd play with Beans and Sprout. But you're not into that. You want to sit here? You want to sit with me? There you go. There you go. That's a purring kitties. Oh, okay. I think she is just feeling restless as hell. Which, yeah, I understand. I, too, am known to feel restless from time to time. You know what? I'm gonna make a new chest. Is that a new chest already? What is in here? Why am I hoarding pollock? Well, give me this fish. I need it. This is very strange, this chest that I've just encountered. Why? Hey! Ma'am? Hey, ma'am? Can you? I'm destroying the fabric of reality over here. Ugh. Oh, so you wanted to write you wanted to bite the first poems I've written in months? Why? Oh, kitty. Okay, kitty cat. Dora, I need you to take a breath and recenter yourself. Your behavior right now is not acceptable and is causing issues. I can't even remember what I was going to build. A new chest for all of my my animal food ingredients. Let's see. We're gonna do. Here she goes again. This is untenable. We're gonna do a fun little. Let's do one of these. This golden guy. Okay. Oh, you better not be back there biting things, baby's cat. It's not very nice of you. Not very nice. Okay. We've avoided disaster so far. Alright, I'm gonna put this guy over here, and I'm gonna put all of the ingredients in here. Except that I need probably about 10 of these. 10 of these, maybe? Alright. Other button. And then we can, excuse me, sell... I mean, I can sell this level 2 kitchen that I don't need anymore. And these fossils that I've already donated. We don't need this berries and cream. Alright, beautiful. So, actually, it's already 11:30. Let's... Oh, wait, I need a... Okay. First, I need to finish watering my crops. The ones that the sprinkler can't reach. Boop. Boop. Hey! Stop it! I'm so sorry. My cat is being crazy. I'm gonna have to assess the damage, because she did just bite a paper that's on my wall, and I don't know which one. Bud. What do you need? I don't want to lock you out of my office, buddy. Hey, what? What? Ah, you're not usually like this. Hey. Hey. Ugh, ugh. Hello. What's going on? What's going on, baby's cat? Hmm? Hmm? No, no, don't bump Snoot on microphone. Settle in. Oh, there you go. Settle in. Oh, I do not have the energy for this type of mischief. I am unsure of what she wants. She's been fed. She has clean water. It might just be that she wants to play, and I simply cannot play with her in this moment because I'm doing something else. I mean, okay, where is Maple? All right. We're gonna find Maple. We have this piece of chocolate cake for her. You want sheep wool? I don't have a frickin' sheep, man. Maple? Hello? Oh, here we go, buddy. She's not into the chocolate cake. Incredible. You remembered my birthday! Thank you, Nat. I feel like a queen. And I feel like a fucking dumbass? Hello? I guess I should have just given her the thing I know she loves, but I don't know, I thought maybe it would be cool to give her something else. Something adjacent to the thing she loves, but not exactly the same. So I can learn more about her. Right. Reese, we're gonna try this again, bud. I'm not gonna gift you a single smallmouth bass. Yeah, I want to turn it in. Thanks for the smallmouth. Thanks for the smallmouth bass, Nat. They're not my favorite, but Uncle Landon has a great way to cook them, and my parents love them, so... Okay, thank you. Thank you for the tesserae. Let's go find Elsie and gossip with her. And we'll get a ooh, Mont Blanc. Damn. Alright, fancy. Damn. Damn, okay. Alright, where's Elsie? I need gossip to heal my soul. Alright. MBTA, take me there. Your horse can take me there just like a prayer. Horse, take you there. Just like a prayer, horse, take you there might be the worst thing I've ever said in my life. Was there anyone special you're thinking of inviting to watch the stars? I am a true poet. Thank you for noticing. Let me regale you with the latest gossip, Nat. Ooh. Let's get another like gift for Reese. We like this guy. What is that? Garlic bread. Oh, this boy has good taste. He likes iced coffee. He likes garlic bread. That's a thumbs up from me, baby. Even though he's a man. And we know how I feel about men. Take me. Oh, I'm excited about the Shooting Star Festival. I'm a little bit scared that I'm gonna fuck it up somehow. I'm realizing that I'm looking so scrungly today, and it would be nice if I looked cute and aesthetic for cute stream, but you know, it is what it is. Oh. Oh, it's a little guy. A minnow, a little guy with a big eye. Oh, oh, another smallmouth bass. I won't say no to that. Hit me again? Hit me again? What's that? Who are you? Sweet fish. I know Animal Crossing would have something to say about that. Sweet fish. my first Shooting Star Festival was with Juniper. And I was like, well, that was a nice night. Oh my god. And then you did Caldarus' scene and you were clutching your pearls. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my god. I'm ready to clutch my pearls. In fact, I wish to clutch my pearls. That's not a euphemism. Okay, Marge, here's your copper orb. Oh, the copper ore I requested. I didn't think you'd manage it. Thanks. Here's your payment. What do you mean you didn't think I'd manage it? I go into the fucking lava mines, you dipshit. Ooh, broccoli cheddar soup. Ooh, I could fuck up some broccoli cheddar soup. Yeah. Excuse me. Actually, let's look at our heart counts. So we're full up on Caldarus. I'll see Hayden. Obviously, we're full up on Henrietta. Maybe he'll chew on my work next. Oh, that would be funny. We're almost full up with Juniper. And almost full up with March. And, okay, you know what? I think I want to make some progress on Valen because she's got all that, like, secret science experiment stuff going on in her basement. At last year's Shooting Star Festival, the whole town stayed out half the night. Myself included. I suppose it's all right once in a while. Oh, cute. And, hold on, Valen. Hold on. I only know that she likes coffee. Okay, well, they don't have coffee here. What do you have for food? Trout soup, crab cakes, sweet sesame balls, spicy butter chestnut, crawfish etouffee, strawberry shortcake, grilled cheese, pan-fried snapper, sweet potato pie, pan-fried salmon. You know what? Let me get her a little red wine. She seems like the kind of lady who appreciates a drink with tannins. I can't believe how specific that is. Yeah! Chinka chinka chunk, baby! That bitch likes tannins and I called it! Anyway. Oh, nice. I've always been fond of our local Mistrian wines. I don't know why I'm acting like that was some sort of revelation. Like, yeah, she probably likes wine, but I don't know, feel kind of cool about it. You know what? It's time to find out how many other people like red wine. And then for the kids, we could do OJ. Here we go. I'm spending money. I'm doing it, baby. Here. March does not like red wine. I'm not surprised. Reina doesn't like red wine. I am surprised. She's like a rosé or a prosecco kind of bitch. Hayden, I expected him to like it, but that's okay. Okay. Damn, you eat what? I thought this was a red wine town. This is not a red wine town. What the fuck? What is happening right now? What is happening right now? Terithia? No. Reese? No. This is great. Elsie has to like this. Yeah. I was gonna say, if Elsie doesn't like the red wine, there is something wrong with the red wine. And Valen is crazy. Nope. Errol? Errol likes a nice glass of red wine. Okay. Josephine? Nope. I know Juniper. I'm pretty sure Juniper likes white wine. Sorry, red wine. I'd be surprised if she didn't. She does. Adeline likes red wines. And then Ulrich. Yeah, that's not surprising. And then Juniper, obviously. Just what a girl needs when she's going to spend 8 consecutive hours in front of a crystal ball. Thanks. Baylor looks like he'd like it, and I'm surprised he doesn't. Did I get everyone? The kids, obviously, I'm not going to gift red wine to. We can go over to Caldarus. Honestly, let's go over to Caldarus' place and see if he likes red wine. After we gift, a couple of the kids some OJ. I bought way too much OJ. Old J. I bought way too much Old J for the children. Hey, bud. Nope. He does not like it. Alright, Caldarus, baby. I need to know how you feel about red wine. And yeah, medical professionals have a very difficult job, so I do not blame them for being a little bit crazy. But just, if they're crazy in ways that don't harm other people, you know what I'm saying. Hello, Caldosian Emperor bust. Alright, MBTA, thank you. Thank you for ferrying me here. Let me do my little... Let me grab my brambly branches and my spirit mushroom. There we go. Ooh, and the fish. Just gotta keep an eye out for all the special deep woods things. Nope, we know you. You're a lake chub. That feels like a bad thing to say, even though it's just a fish. Let's go, fish, fish. Oh, you're just a koi. Alrighty, and let's see what's in here. Pond snail, alrighty. Caldarus, I'm here. I'm damp, but I'm here. Do you want a glass of wine? Or are you not allowed to drink? That would be really funny if he's like, I'm not allowed to drink. Okay, there we go. And obviously don't tell me if he likes this or not. I'm gonna find out on my own. And if I'm disappointed, I'm disappointed. I need to learn. Alright, Caldarus. Where's my little dragon man? Oh. You don't drink, bud? I am currently reading a scroll about the history of this temple. A civilization predating the Alda constructed the exterior areas prior to the Dark Ages, but the cave itself existed long before that. I'm not familiar with the Dark Ages mentioned. Perhaps I missed it. Buddy. Buddy. I am curious about the Saturday Market's hairstylist, Vera. How do you think I would look with a different hairstyle? Is that an invitation? Oh, are you going to... Oh, he's sleeping. Oh, okay, I should go. Yeah, take me to my farm. Yeah, it's funny that he's like, I do not know of these dark ages. Do you think I missed something? And it's like, oh, yeah, I think you missed something, bud. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Everything else I think I should probably hold on to. He sure was dark for him. Yeah, he was absolutely snoozing. Snoozing his way through the dark ages. Oh, buddy. Oh, what a dumb little guy. Oh, I'm obsessed. So obsessed. Mhm. Oh, give? Give? How did I miss some? What the fuck? Can't believe I made a sweep through all of my chests and I managed to miss things. Give me this pizza. I feel like a little dummy when I do that. Nope, nope. Anyway, I need to make sure I don't pass out this time. You and you. Frickin' seaweed. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna collect all of... Oh, I haven't said hi to my animals today. What? Okay, well. I want to collect all of my beads. Let's see. Let's see how many we have. Because this might... Oh, hi. They're so cute. This might call for, oh, this absolutely calls for a visit to the chicken statue, which I like to believe is a statue of Henrietta specifically. Holy moly! Damn! Damn! We are producing out here. Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm gonna do 10 bead donations. Unless I collect some more beads tomorrow. Okay, I don't know. I don't need that wine in my pocket. That's for sure. I kind of want to. I'm gonna give this pizza to Reina. Don't tell me how she feels about pizza. I'm trying to make some inferences here. Okay, just tell me how she feels about pizza. Sounds crazy. Every time I say something, I feel a little bit. I was gonna say a little bit less hinged. A little bit less hinged. Natalie, what are you saying, girl? What is going on here? Um. Oh, dude, mm, I routinely fuck up a good pizza. Oh my god. I love pizza. I don't think I've ever made caramel candy. Just for fun. Let's just make one for fun. Just because we can. Oh, we're almost at level 40. Which I think is the threshold for a lot of the 5-star stuff that Caldarus likes, but that we can't make. Like, oh yeah, we could make an ice cream sundae if only we were high enough level. Alright. Oh, and now it's too late in the night for me to cook. Hey, oh, fuck you. I could cook anything I want at 1 in the morning, just saying. I used to I used to do a lot of late night cooking. It was kind of a secret little fun pleasure of mine. Just cuz I don't know, when you live in a house with your family your whole life, you kind of cuz it was like me, my parents and then my 2 siblings, you kind of try to find space for yourself, and sometimes that means being awake either before or after everyone else and doing random bullshit, like baking muffins or something. Oh, you need more essence, buddy? Uh-oh. I think that my sprinkler has an essence dependency. Somebody help him. I know I have more essence somewhere in here. I have 2 tiny essences. Let's give him a tiny essence. Hey, oh, here's your tiny essence. You gonna water that shit? Thank you. Okay, I was like, what do you mean? Oh, pardon you? Yep, yep, yep. Okay, nope, nope, this is, okay, okay. Oh my god, the shooting star day, that's tomorrow. Oh my god. Wow, wow, wow. I'm gonna just sell these all. Um, they call me Tiny Essence Tony. Oh. Oh my god. Your mom would just wake up and find, oh, that's amazing. So I used to live with my whole family used to live with my grandparents because when we first moved here, we did not have the money to be living on our own, and they very kindly um took us in, and sorry, my brain. And my grandfather always had trouble staying asleep. He'd also get up at around like 4 in the morning and go downstairs. Um, and so if I ever woke up early, I could count on the fact that my grandpa was downstairs and either still awake or like asleep at the TV again. I don't know what compelled him to get up so early, because he'd usually just fall right back asleep again. But it was nice. Because then we could mischievously decide to eat something stupid for breakfast together, but then we'd both be in on it. So my parents couldn't get mad because, you know, my grandpa was the one who spearheaded the operation. So sometimes we'd eat stuff like leftover apple pie, and he's like, "Well, I mean, how bad could it be? It's got flour, it's got wheat, it's got your fats, it's got your carbs." He was a really sweet, funny man. I miss him. He's like, he passed away a while ago, but you know, just every now and then. Yes, exactly. Apple pie even has fruit. Do I have? Oh, I only have one quality animal feed. Uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh. Do I have grass seed in here? Grass seed? Oh, wait. I'm just gonna pick them all up first. You can see how that little animal statue would help now. Oh, shit. I don't have any fucking grass seed in here? Folks, I messed up. Ooh. Oh my god. Yeah. My mom, just something powerful takes over in her for holidays. Like for this year's Persian New Year, she took a couple days off just to make a bunch of like Persian cookies. And she makes enough to cover an entire table. And people are like, "Oh my god, like who helped you make all of these cookies?" And she's like, "No one." Yeah, she took a day off just to make Persian New Year's cookies. It's kind of amazing. Yeah, my mom is freaking iconic. I love her. I think one of my favorite pies is pecan pie. It's very sweet, but it pairs really well with like Persian style tea, which is usually black tea or Ceylon with cardamom pods. Or sometimes they do cardamom essence. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, heated pecan pie with vanilla ice cream. Ooh. Pumpkin pie is also really freaking good. I love a good pumpkin pie. Um, oh, besties, y'all ate. That's okay. I wouldn't have expected you to wait. Trying to think. Apple is a good standby, but it's not my favorite. It's one of those that you're like, that's old reliable. We like her. Um, oh, they didn't eat yet. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to think. What pies are there? I know there's like, okay, strawberry rhubarb. There's like blueberry. I do not like cooked pear. I hate cooked pear. So that's absolutely out. Um, just ooh, and yep. Yeah, you're so right, Dragon. Any pie with like a little custardy filling. I also love those tarts that have the like, I think it's like a custard on the bottom and then they cover the rest of it in fresh fruit. So good. Or carrot pie once. That is very confusing, especially because you say it tasted like pumpkin. I mean, I can see carrot pie working because we do like carrot cake. Carrot cake is bestie. Um, I really like Brazilian style carrot cake. Um, which to explain, American style carrot cake, you shred the carrots and then you put them in the cake and whatnot, and so you get like carrot shreds. Brazilian style carrot cake, you make the entire cake in a blender so that it's orange all throughout and it's like a really bright orange color and the carrot taste is like kind of dispersed throughout. Um yeah, Dragon, I feel you on the berry pies. Like I also always want to like them. Ooh, spicy corn. Um but cooked berry is challenging. I really like I don't like cherry pie. Ooh, but I do like cherry crumble. But it might just be the way that I make cherry crumble where I don't cook it that long so um the cherries are still like nice and plump. I mean, maybe that just means that we need to try making our own berry pies. Maybe we'd like it then. Yeah, crumble is good. I feel like you can get a good variety of texture with crumbles. Oh, shit, I didn't read what she was saying about coffee. Oops, whoops. I'll have to look at it in post. I like that I can modulate how much crumble goes on top of the fruit, so that if I'm feeling like double crumble single fruit, I can do double crumble single fruit. It's not a problem. That's right. That's fucking right. Reina likes a fucking pizza. I know you, even though I didn't know that you don't like golden cheese. It's fine. It's fine. Ah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I don't think that's even crumble sin. I think that's just crumble truth. Afro puffs, curly pompadour. Ooh! Hold on. Hold on. We need to get this guy, and we need to get this guy right away. We are spending money today. I'm holding somebody's head. Oop, that's the wrong button. This button. Whoa. Whoa. Short parted curls. Curls of the butt. Hold on. It might be time for us to do a makeover. Maybe we've been Mr. Top Hat for too long. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. And then this is the other new one. Oh, this has to be our new look. So cute. Very cute. Will it still look good if I like put a little guy on my head? Oh, you can't really see him. What happens when I put the beret? You can't really see him. All right, we're going hatless. Can I take my pants off? Sorry, I had to try, okay? I mean, maybe it's time to go back to my old standby. Maybe it's maid dress again. No, she looks too cool to wear maid dress. Not that maid dress isn't cool. I don't know if you get what I mean when I'm like she's too cool for it. But let's get black jacket. Yeah, she rocks. Are these? I thought those were cowboy pants. Sorry, I'm having a moment. What are these? Beekeeper's pants. And these are silly little shorts. These are just pants. See, now it just looks like an all-in-one, like, little oil slick suit. I could wear boxers. I could wear, this is crazy. Fishing shorts? Polka dot, what is happening here? What is happening? Do we want, I don't like the shape of the short skirt, though. Maybe we'll be jacket, frayed denim, because Pride Month, so we're putting on our little lesbian outfit. With big old boots. No, those boots are too big. We need slightly smaller big old boots. Hold on. What are these? Farmer's boots? Farmer's boots. Miner's boots? No, miner's boots too tall. I think this might be the vibe. Yeah, no beard. Accessories. I really like my little pumpkin earrings. Oh, that's kind of goofy, huh? Flower earrings. Still kind of goofy. Caldosian traveler's earrings. Ooh, okay. This might be the way, except we want silver. How do we feel about it? I think we're feeling pretty fucking good. We are so cool. We went from hello, madam, to hey, what's up? Yes! It's all I've ever wanted. Oh my god. This transformation is something else. We are so cute. Celine, I am so cute, aren't I? Should I dye my hair a super bright color? Oh, it's tempting. See, it's working already. She wants to look like us. I once had Vera bleach my hair. Would you believe it? It turned orange. Girl, okay. Vera always compliments my hair. In fact, she talked me out of cutting it short. Yeah, Hayden, you're muscle father. Don't fucking cut your hair. Are you crazy? Okay. Don't let the heat stop you from ordering something hot. Sweating cools you off, too. Girl, That's what you wanted to look like when you were 19? Girl, this is kind of still how I want to look. Are you kidding? Actually, I want to get something to give to all the vendors. I don't have enough money to really go crazy, though. So, I think today I am plying the vendors with lattes. Okay, I know I just bought this from your stall, but here you go. Oh, she gets more than enough coffee and tea in her line of work. All right. Hey, being a goblin is always a positive. Oh, she's not into the latte. Mary, how do you feel about this girl? Do you like? A latte! She likes latte! Oh, yay! Alright, Lewis? Lewis? Nope. Alrighty. Elsie, give me the gossip. Let me regale you with the latest gossip, Nat. I mean, come on. Oh my god, this gives me an excuse to make this soup that goes inside a pumpkin. This is like my dream. Oh, I think about doing this in real life all the time, but I know that it's kind of just a waste of a good pumpkin. That's very exciting. Oh, Elsie, you have no idea, you've made my day. Oh, hey, Juniper. Poor Lewis, exiled on the capital. I could break a curse without breaking a sweat, but banishment is a whole other story. Okay, girl. Valen. Hi. The Saturday market really transforms the town square. I always look forward to it. Okay, girl. I don't have any gifts to give her. That's okay. I think honestly we're gonna go to the chicken statue now. It's time. Take me away. Take me away, MBTA. We're gonna ride off into the sunset together. Yep. Dora's sitting up, but falling asleep, like sitting up, and I don't know what her deal is. She's like, yes, I will fight the sleep. It's very cute. Alright, actually wait, how many do I have total? I have 120. Let's do 2 10s to start off. Oh, pudding recipe! I've been needing that! Another 10. What is that? A halo for Doja? Let's just do all 10s. Chicken business time? Oh my god. That's amazing. 3 milks, that's worth. 3 eggs, that's not worth, but okay. I'm really curious about all the prizes. A rabbit halo? I am excited to unlock so many cosmetics that I can't use yet because I don't have... Yes. Because I don't have the creatures yet. Oh, this is good. If you could just give me a ton of food. A sun hat? Amazing. What the? Vegetable quiche. Damn, this statue is really trying to feed me and my creatures, and I appreciate it. Alright, I'm assuming it won't give me repeats of items that... I was gonna say of items that repeats don't benefit you. Like, eggs is fine, I can always use eggs. Oh, I'm out of beads. But hey, we learned how to make the pudding. I say I needed that because I've had a request for pudding for God knows how long. Oh, we have to change out a lot of what our animals are wearing because the bow ties look so... Okay, I need a rabbit. Because the bow ties look so goddamn cute on the chickens. Okay. Here's 2 more. And here's your capybara. Oh, cute. All right, let's take a look. Is that just for dog? Wait. Oh, cute. I'm losing my mind. We didn't get anything new for them. But our capybaras, we can give them a little bowler hat. I think Clementine is good with the little thing. Light Yagami. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Seto Kaiba can keep the bow tie. Barbie, I have something for you. Oh my god, she's the business lady. Lelouch, you're a business lady. Sasuke, you're still a little businessman. Doesn't Barbie just look so darling with her little tie? I think she does. I think she looks great. Alright. We also still need seaweed. We have not stopped needing seaweed. This is just a cruel world I live in. This world of Mistria. It's a cruel world, and the signs all point to carcination. A return to crab. Oh, a bonito. And who are you? I think I'll sell today's catch of fish just because I spent all of my money in a single go because I got excited. Got a freaking octopus? Alright. We can do that. An octopus. It's glass. Mistria? Mistria, please. Oh, it's a big. Do you think it's a shark? Is it? Okay, I can't jump the gun. Don't jump the gun. Alright, what are you again? A grouper? I don't know how I feel about you. You don't seem like that interesting a fish for having a silhouette so large. I guess the size is more about the size, not the level of interest you'll garner. Alright. Boop. Sir, I'm realizing something. Does Elsie not tell you about her own interests when she gossips? That's really funny. That she's like, I'll tell you about anyone else, just not about myself. If you want information about me, go fuck yourself. It's not coming from my mouth. I mean, yeah, she's gotta, like, it's the secrets of the trade, man, but sure would be nice to get to know her. What are you? Beach hopper! Hoo-hoo! If I could jump down, I feel like I should be able to jump up, but I don't make the rules. Do, 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 do. I smell French fries in the air. My partner must have gotten some lunch. Smells good. Oop, yet another giant fish scale to sell. Scale to sell. Scale to sell. It's an interesting combination of sounds in that phrase. Oop, another crab. I'm not gonna go on a great ocean adventure today, though. That took a long time last time. Think let's go to the museum. Let's stop by the archaeological dig site spots because I haven't done that in a while. Oh, actually, it's almost midnight, but hey, BTA is fast. She can get us there and back, right? Who are we to doubt the prowess of MBTA after all? I'm not the one who can puff in and out of existence with a poop. I need to just shut up, right? That's how this should go. In a single puff of smoke. It's the word. We finished the beach insect set. Is that a shell-shaped chair? Dude. Dude, that's amazing. Hold on. What is that? Sesame tuna bowl? Get in, bitch, we're going sleeping? It's a caterpillar chair. What? Oh, that's really cute. I see it now. Oh, I love that. All right, let's go home. We don't have time for the dig sites, unfortunately. I know, I know. I'm going to bed. I'm not gonna pass out this time. I'm not. As the time ticks over to 1:20 a.m. Oh, oh no, my great. Shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, you're so right. You're so right, but oh, you're so right, but fuck. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. For the skin of my teeth. See, now that's little scamp activities. Oh my god, I was really chilly. Okay, hopefully this isn't too crazy of a look for me. My shirt's it's a little cropped shirt, but I guess you can't see, so that's good. I'm not like I'm down to be a little bit scandalous, but not like super scandalous. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Okay, and we just like did a makeover for ourselves so we can look cute for the Shooting Star Festival. Oh my God. Yes. And then summer's gonna be over. Put another X on the calendar. Summer's on its deathbed. Let's go Panic at the Disco. Elsie? Ah, morning, Nat. I was just on my way over to tell you about tonight's Shooting Star Festival. It's a mystery and tradition going back centuries, you know. The villagers gather around town with family and friends every year to watch the meteor shower that marks the end of summer. Better yet, viewing them with a romantic partner on the summit makes an ideal date. It's said that doing so will link your destinies together, just like the stars themselves. What do you think, Nat? Is there someone special you want to watch the stars with? Yes! Yes! He's a little dragon man who can't cook. Wonderful. I thought that might be the case. Oh, she knows us. She knows what we've been up to. To invite someone you're interested in, give them this star brooch per tradition. Of course. Be sure this person already knows you well if you want to invite them on a date. Once they accept it, be sure to meet up with them from 8 p.m. onward so you can go up to the summit together. Good luck, Nat. Well, I'd better let you get back to your morning. Oh. Sorry, I'm too, like, Caldarus brained to even try to process this whole linking stars scene idea. Holy moly. Oh, she's like, okay, I'm gonna give you this monumental piece of information, and now just go back to whatever the fuck you were doing. You might not know how to make the traditional decorations yet. Oh, what the fuck? Can I go decorate the summit? Wait, is that a thing? Oh, I don't have wool! No! No! I don't think I can make them! Oh! Okay, cool. I got scared. Alright, hold on. This is cute, but... Okay, wait. I'm, like, my brain is breaking a little bit. I'm, like, overly excited and I don't know what to do about it. Not that there's anything I really need to do about it, but, you know. Okay, let's put these extra things in my house. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. So when I hand him the brooch, like, my day is over? Is this what you're telling me? Like, that's it for Natalie's day? Like, when I invite him, essentially. Oh. I hand him the brooch and go back. Okay, do I go back to him at 8 p.m.? Sorry, I need things to be spelled out so clearly or I'm just gonna mess them up. It is how it is. I wish Elsie had been a little bit more specific. I'll be real. Need to know. Oh my god. We can't be showing up grimy to go see Caldarus. Hand on the brooch. Go back. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. So let's go give him the brooch so we don't forgore. Because we are forgetful little people. I mean, that's fair. We're gonna pick him up. I like this. I like this because this feels more true to, like, date life. That you're like, hey! Can I... Oh, A brooch? Now where have I seen this design before? Ah, why are you asking me to join you tonight to watch the stars? I gratefully accept your invitation. I will need to guide you to a secret path through the woods to reach the summit. For I should not stray too far from its protection in my current state. Do not worry, Nat. I will take care to conserve my energy. Let us meet tonight at 8 p.m. I am looking forward to it. Oh, he's conserving his energy just for me? Are you going to bed now? That would be really funny if he like immediately goes to bed. Oh, he's so cute. I might just die. Kill me. Don't kill me. Like, it's not necessary because I am in fact dying. God damn. Really? No grass seed? Give me the seed. Ooh. We haven't even gone to the festival and I'm already like, ah. I'm already making toad sounds. Help. It's too cute. Oh man. Okay, it's fine, Natalie. It's fine. It'll be good. Oh. I have been on very few first dates in real life, and I feel like I get nervous in games like I would in real life, almost. Oh, y'all have already eaten on your own? Alright, alright. Alright. I'm just gonna be stupid and put shit in here. I don't want to deal with it. It's fine. Okay, I'm not gonna let them out today because I for sure I'm gonna forget to come back inside. Alright, y'all ate already, that's fine. I didn't need to hand feed you or anything. No, I totally didn't want to. I did, I really wanted to hand feed them. Okay. And let's see our cows. Y'all eat already? Yeah? Alright. Hello? Hello, creatures. Yes, yes, yes. Cheese hat fellas. I love the cheese hat fellas. Right, who is this? Large, quality large animal feed. These guys in here. We've actually got a good quantity of milk. We should make some cheese. Alright. I feel so... Oh, tab. Duh. I'm a little flustered. Yes, yes, Elsie, I'm gonna do it. Oh, the tables and chairs. Let's see. Dining tables, dining chairs. Maybe we'll focus on that until 8 p.m. Let me through. So any sort of dining table. Worn table? No. Basic table. Excuse me. I don't have paper. We don't want to do basic table. Fishing table? That's pretty nice. You can do a set of fishing table, fishing chair. I know that's not... Is this a dining table? The summer table? Because I really like the summer table. What's this? Dude. Can I... Oh, I don't have, refined stone. Damn it. I was like, can I give the orphans, like, obsidian tables? That would be amazing if I could. Oh, cute. So I don't have rabbit wool or duck feathers or just sheep wool. Okay. Well, I guess I'll do... Go back. Because I'll have to be kind of basic. We can do the fishing table. Do the fishing table. I think I need 2 of them. They look really pretty. I think I should decorate my farm. Fishing table. And then... Hold on. It was... Why is my memory so bad right now? 6 dining tables? And 12 chairs. Alright, well... I can't do that anymore because I'm out of wood. I keep changing how I'm gonna spend my day, but that's fine. Let's go around town and take all their trees. They're mine now. Good luck. It's not like they grow back immediately for whatever reason. I hope the Fields of Mistria devs never figure this one out, or that they see this happening and they decide not to care. Because it would be really annoying to actually have to grow a bunch of trees on your farm. Because they take a long-ass time to grow. Like, way too long. It really slows you down in a way that I don't think is fun. Like, I don't want the limiter to be... Like, the limiter for a resource. For crops, obviously they need to take time to grow. I don't mind that. I like that you can't take your neighbor's crops. NPC Studios allows tree murder. Yeah. I mean, you know what, you're right. It probably is by design so that players can decorate their farms without being like, well, time to cut down all my trees and then wait for them to regrow before my farm looks nice again. That would suck. Because in Stardew Valley, even if you cut down trees that are kind of like permanent fixtures, they still take the same, like, they take time to grow back. I don't think they grow back immediately. Maybe I don't know, maybe my memory is wrong, but as far as I can remember, I don't think they grow back right away. Like the next day, the way these do. Right. And actually, I should let me put my wood over here so I can see how much I have. I should probably just stockpile a bunch of extras. I don't remember how much wood each table takes, but I'm just gonna assume that no matter how much I chop down, it's not gonna be enough. There we go. Oh, we can check out our little dig spots. That'll be nice. We haven't been there in a while. I mean, that's what I said last time we came this way, and then it was too late in the day. All right, boop. And oh, I'm so excited. Oh, we're going on a date with Caldarus. Should I make sure I have a gift for him in my pocket, or will it not matter? I'm like thinking about how in Stardew Valley, if you go to one of the NPC's birthdays and you talk to them, they're like, you know, this other person brought me a gift. Do you have something for me? And you can say no, but boy, does that suck. It feels bad, man. Aw, man. Ancient Horn Circlet. Stardew is... she's a little meaner. She's like a, well, try again next time. Mistria definitely has a gentler touch. At least in my opinion. Also, the Mistria mining loop is crazy. It really sucks me in, and then I can't get out. And then I pass out on the mines yet again. We haven't fixed that yet. I'll grab this other guy. It's marigold. 115 wood? I mean, maybe meaner isn't the word I'd go with. I'd say it's less forgiving. Which I don't think is quite the same thing. Oh, I never noticed the hole in the roof over here. Y'all good? Does the museum need to be repaired? That spot in the roof, man? Henry, where's she going? What? Where is she? Henrietta? What? Where is she going? Hey, bestie. Oh my god, she has places to be. You can mind wipe people and date them again? I didn't know that. Okay, I know it's almost 8. I'm just really curious about where the fuck Henrietta is going. Oh, and Dozy too. I guess they're all getting ready for the festival. Alright, let's go get our mans. Oh my god. We're going to the festival. I'm going. It's 8 p.m. I'm doing it. Caldarus, be on time. MBTA, you've served me well. Ugh. Not me having to cut down an entire trunk to get to my date. Oh, he's waiting for me. Hi. Good evening, Nat. Shall we head to the summit? Yeah. I'm turning up my music. Oh. I wonder, how long has it been since I last saw this particular view? Thank you for inviting me out here this evening, Nat. Hmm? I'm glad to see that this custom continues to withstand the passage of time. Mistrians once referred to the practice as star binding, you know. An apt name indeed. Humans, despite being mortal, or perhaps because they are mortal, tend to be particularly sensitive to the bonds that their souls form throughout their lifetimes. So it really binds people together? Well, think of it this way. You will encounter many souls on the journey through this life. Some will slip by the edges without much notice, and others will stand out to you like a beacon of light. When that light is shared, a connection is formed. Mind you, that is not to say that every connection is a joyful one. Every hero's story needs a villain after all. And of course, some souls you encounter are unable or unwilling to see your light. But the ones that are meant to always do. I suppose that is where this tradition comes into play. Two souls, each casting their light with intention, combined with the starlight above, it creates quite the beacon, you see, guiding us to each other across many lifetimes. Forgive me. I wish that my memory was clearer. I cannot recall if we stood here together once in another life. Oh, I'd like to think that we have. That's probably more honest, but I'd like to think that we have. Nat. I suppose this kind of uncertainty is to be expected from a mortal. From a mortal perspective. In that case, I will choose to believe that we, like the stars, have simply returned at the appointed time. Aww. Ah. My body. I am beginning to feel somewhat fatigued. Aww. Do not worry. I am not yet accustomed to leaving the protection of the woods. I just need a moment. Are you sure you're okay? Well, perhaps we should retire to my place for the rest of the evening. Excuse me? I can prepare us some tea and we can watch the last of the stars through the canopy. Oh, oh, oh. Come, take my hand. I will guide you back. Oh, it's cute. Oh, that's not fair. How could they do this to me? Oh, 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 it's so cute. And now I have to wait until July to have more hearts. Oh, it was so cute that I want to kind of destroy something. The cuteness aggression is strong in me. Oh my god. We're just having tea and looking at the stars. Caldarus. Oh, and now the game wants me to care that it's Valen's birthday? Crazy. I mean, I do like Valen, but goddamn, that was so cute. My cat's just like, where the fuck did you go? I was working. Oh. Oh, yeah, I do want to see his cute little laughing face. Absolutely. I'm gonna... Okay, absolutely I'm gonna look up the other cutscene. I want to see every possibility. Did I make 2? Did I make 4 more? Oh. That was so cute. I think it made me tense. That's crazy. My body's kind of a shit show. Alright, we need... I'm sorry, did that say cattails? Fucking... Okay, man. I don't have enough to make 12 of these chairs. I don't know what the season of cattails is. Okay, we're in fall. We need to do fall things. Oh my god, Caldarus. I need to see what his fall outfit looks like. Wait. Oh my god. Do the characters get to keep the little star charm? Like, do they wear it then? Afterwards? I need to know. Oh, I'm excited. The animals can survive a day. I need to go see. I need to go see. Really? Oh. Oh, I'm excited. Oh my god, he's so snatched. What? It's so good. What the fuck? This outfit rips so hard. Greetings, Nat. Viewing the stars last night has lightened my spirit. More so for having shared the experience with you. Oh! Sorry, Dora. Sorry. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Oh. Oh, no more bellberries. What the fuck is that? Honey. So honey. Oh, I'm losing my shit. Oh my god. Viewing the stars with me last night has lightened his spirit. Did you know that viewing the stars with me last night has lightened his spirit? Oh. Oh my god, really? A cute dialogue? What? No, I think my animal handling skill just went up because my creatures decided to eat alone. That's weird. Okay, what is that? Is that just lavender? Oh, I just got a bunch of bullshit in here, huh? Alright, well. Alright. Yes, rosemary. Same difference. I'll come back for you. Alright. Oh my god. I think I might just perish. Where am I going? Who am I? Where am I? What year is it? If you ask me who the president is right now, I'd be able to tell you, but it's not because I'm in my right mind. Oh. Oh. You want garlic? Sure. The crown asks too much. I'm not even done with the crown's previous request. Oh, I forgot about her fall outfit. Menacing. Menacing. What's so menacing about an otherworldly floating void with no discernible purpose or adherence to natural law? Like, girl, I think you know the answer. I need to drop off a bunch of stuff at home because there's a bunch of shit I need to buy. I need to buy my fall crops, baby. Fall crops. I'm all goofy over here. I don't know where or when I am. I don't know what's happening or who's who or what's what. And maybe it doesn't matter. If I dids, I dids. If I didsn't, I didsn't. It doesn't matter. Or whatever. I'm pressing caps lock instead of the buttons I actually need to press. Alright. And then this chest, I want this guy. Oh, I only have 5,000 tesserae? That's not a lot. Not a lot with which to buy, crops. The crops were big money makers last season, though. So, alright. Hop off the horse. Grab. Ooh, my reward's some tesserae. I could use some tesserae. How much? 150? Can't do shit with that. Hi, Nora. Sweet potato, broccoli, cranberries, pumpkin seed, wheat seed, rice seed, onion! I need onion really badly. 4 onion, 4 rice, 4 wheat. Or you? I do need broccoli too. 2 broccoli. 2 sweet potato, and then I can buy 2 pumpkin. Perfect. Whoop. Alright, actually, what do you... Alright, cool. Cool. And then I'm just gonna quickly pop in here and make some paper. Just because I have no paper and there's some crafting recipes that require it. Okay, cool. Whoop. Alright, we're gonna go home now. We're gonna plant all of our stuff. Yep. Run, MBTA. Whoop. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the thing about this is that I can't get free seeds because they're being automatically watered. That's okay. That's okay for now. I'm gonna do a dumb thing called planting my other seeds outside the radius so I can water them myself. Watch me be angry and melt down over this later, but it's fine. Okay. Just because I want to get some free seeds at the beginning of the season. Oh my god, really none? Oh, Boo hiss, man. All right, let's run around and see what types of forageables we have for the fall, because I cannot remember what they are. Ooh, ma'am. So we've got chestnuts. Yeah, chestnuts. Horseradish. Thyme. Rosemary. Cannot keep the herbs straight. Oh, oh, whoa. Nope. Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah. I know there's an orange tree somewhere. Give me the berries, please. Free blackberries, please. Right. Ooh. And this is a viola. Nope. God, she runs so fast. So many chestnuts, too. The chestnuts abound. Oh, yeah, I keep meaning to go into the mine so I can test what you're saying about the finding seaweed there. We got heather. The viola. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Lovely. I'm gonna go staff the desk with a terrible chair to desk height ratio. Boo-hoo. Boo hiss, man. Rip to you, but I wish you the best of luck and perseverance. Oh, the muttering cube. Let's go. I love the muttering cube. We've got... Who are you? Fog orchid. More chestnuts. More chestnuts. Guess we're roasting chestnuts by the fires, boys. Muttering cube is what I turn into when my HOA starts to get fussy. I think I'm always a muttering cube. Oh, it's 7:50 p.m. already. Goddamn. Game, you need to let me run around a bit more. I'm losing it out here. Who are you? Who are you? Hey, who are you? Yeah, I don't like my HOA either. Even though it's a small thing, it's small. It's only a few people. It's just a universally bad thing. Do 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 do. We're gonna drink the sparkly water. Oh, poofed my horse. That's unacceptable behavior on the sparkly water's part. Oop, nope, that's just clay. Alrighty. I also need to check. I should have checked the museum when I was over there, but I need to check the museum to see if I'm missing anything from fall. Oh, give me this frickin' garlic, baby. Garlic me up, dude. Ooh. Horseradish? Yes, please. That's silly, because I'm riding a horse and collecting horseradish. That was a pear tree. Ooh. These are the cattails I need for the chairs. Yes, yes, yes. That means I will have enough cattails. Thank goodness. Caldosian breastplate. Silly, silly. Alright, alright. We need as much cattail fluff as we can get. Those orphans deserve it, god damn it. Okay. Apples. Cattail fluff. Alright. Alright, we got it all. I'm actually... Oh! Hello, I did not mean to get rid of your homestead. I just thought I meant to get some grass seed out of it. Now hold on. I uncovered you with no reason. Oh, are my pockets full? That was really rude of me, huh? We do not have time or space for that clutch of fish. It's okay. Nope. Need you. We do not need any of these repeat artifacts. Everything else we're going to hold on to for now, I think. Oh, nope, except for the leaf hopper. Send the leaf hopper away. Everything else we would like to hold on to. In fact, so one of yous has got flurs in it. Nope. Okay, well. Nope, nope. Oh, this is the one with flowers in it, huh? Hold on, hold on, hold. Return to me. There we go. Chestnuts. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Paper needs to go somewhere. I have been not watching the time. Okay, it's fine. Let me see how many chairs I can make, because I need to make 12. Oh. Oh, I don't have any freaking wood! Well. Actually, maybe I'll spend some time clearing off my farm. It looks unfortunate out here. Like, this is not somewhere I want my chickums to have to walk around, roam around. Even though I didn't even come see them today. It's okay. It'll be okay. Alright, hello. Hi, bud. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Good night, baby's cat. Alright. Let's see, when are we? Ooh, it's like 3 p.m. We're gonna play a few more days. I probably usually play on around another 30 minutes. That's usually what I do. I also would like to go for a little walk today. I forgot to give Valen a birthday gift. Ugh. Dang it. I knew there was something, but I was so out of my mind because Caldarus happened to be there. Well, not that he happened to be there, but that he was being a cutie is what was going on. It's that we had a moment at the top of the mountain watching the stars fall. That's what happened. Nothing so silly or random. Just something beautiful. The two souls forming a connection. Or strengthening a connection? I don't know, man. Okay. Alright, give me... No. Grass seed is really what I'm suffering for here. Grass seed? I need to plant some frickin' grass. This is sad. Okay, that's fiber. Oh, man. Sir? I need grass seed. Okay. I didn't get any. Hopefully, I know I have some in one of the coops. Oh, I did get some. Why did that happen? I'm sorry if you are feeling mad at me, creatures. I would understand if you didn't want to associate with me today. But I'm glad that you are associating with me today. They're cute. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 in here. Okay, that's enough to feed the other creatures. Alright, hello. Oh, not enough to stock their food. Oh, no. Oh, Barbie. I love her. I love her so much. Oh. Cute. Cute. Okay. And then I guess I could take this one quality food and dump it over there. One of them will get better food than the others. Apparently I just dumped a bunch of stuff in there, huh? I realized I might... I'm just doing it again, it's fine. I realized I might have some secret fall seeds hidden away in some of my trunks. Hello, fellas. How are we doing? Hopefully well. Hopefully staying warm despite the rain out there. Yes, yes. And then here we go. Quality food. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy this. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Shiny beads means it's working, baby. Actually, yeah, we need to put 4 more food out. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. Ooh! Nope, I still have stuff in my pockets. Boop. Alright, we have a lot of milk now. There was a time when we were milk poor. We're now milk rich. I just talked about something I wanted to check and I don't know what it was. Oh, well, seeds. I remembered. Snow peas, that's for winter. That's not seeds. It's not seeds. Nope. Nope. Corn is summer. Peas are spring. Strawberry is spring. Thyme is summer. Watermelon is summer. Okay. Lilac is spring. Snowdrop anemone is spring. Strawberry is spring. Lilac is spring. Spring? Yeah, strawberry is spring. Damn, corn is summer. Tea is summer. Tomato is summer. Wow. I just have a lot of extra seeds floating around. I caught them all, right? Yeah. Okay. We need to run around and chop wood like crazy. Excuse me? Because we got a mission from the crown, and it involves orphans. And we're not about to slack off on that mission. So we're out in the rain, cutting down trees so we can make these tables and chairs for this new orphanage. That's right. We cannot be stopped. We are so powerful. I'm not sure how much wood I need to collect, but I'm gonna say at least 120. I don't see those chairs taking anything less than 10 wood. So at least 120 is gonna be it. I mean, maybe Hayden's farm will cover a good chunk of it. Or a small chunk of it. Boop, boop, boop. Hello, chicken statue that represents Henrietta's sacred powers. Yeah, there we go. Sweetwater Farm is doing the most for us. I hope Hayden knows that. Alright. That's just a random Alda bronze sword chilling on the ground. 89. Let's do at least 160 maybe? 162 maybe? Nope. Ooh, we've got a lot of little dig sites over here. They're not yielding anything new though. It's okay. We'll find our artifacts in due time. I feel like we've actually been doing a great job with those artifacts so far. Oh, the moon fruit! Yay! I love the moon fruit. Alright. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What's up here? Boop, 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 boop. 120. Oh, we're close, we're close. 125. Oh. Okay. 130. And we'll replenish some of our energy. All right, come on, MBTA. Whoa! 4 spots down here. That's impressive. Except that they all contain repeat repeat artifacts. Oh well. At least that's money we can use. Tesserae. Tesserae to pad my pocket. Hold on, can we jump this gap? No. I thought maybe MBTA would be strong enough to do it. It's okay that she's not. She's still doing the most for us. Alright. 150? We want 12 more, and then we're going back and we're building chairs for orphans. This game really sometimes hits you with the it's not strange to do like build something for an orphanage. It's just the framing of it is a little bit strange. That's all. Alright, we need probably 3 more trees if we're gonna get all the wood that I want. So let's see. I wonder if I can cut down the palm trees. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Well, well, well. Alright, we have what we want. We got another fossilized egg for our troubles. And now let's go make those chairs, baby. Oh. Oh, I see. It's because there's a piece of fiber and a rock there. Oh, excuse me. Alrighty. Can we make... No! Sap? Sap? Okay. I don't know how to get frickin' sap. Oh, I need to go into the mines. God diggity dang, I gotta fight some slimes in the mines. Mimes? Mines. Slimes in the mines. Alright, so we made 4. Which means we need to make 8 more. But we need to go into the mines. Alrighty. Alrighty, I'll do it. I'll do it. I won't be... Well, I'll be happy about it. I love going to the mines. Who am I kidding? Alright. Moon fruit in there. And actually, I'm gonna put the wood and the acorns in there. I guess while I'm in the mines, well, 7:40 p.m., that's kind of late. Let's, for the rest of today, we can do some fishing. And then, there, that's our mines food. Let's fish for the rest of the day, and then we can go into the mines tomorrow to gather up sap. Ooh, the rock bass, he's not looking too good. That red eye, it's bad news. I don't think that's a fish you want to eat. That's a fish you want to avoid. Come on. And that's a goby. Alright, alright. Goby. Ah, yes, we got a little frenzy. I really want to make sure I don't blow it. Oh, I got double smallmouth bass? It's great luck. It's a good omen. Okay. What is that? Shad? Oh. Alright. Is this close enough? No. Okay, and you're what, a grayling? Ooh, it doesn't quite reach. Okay. Well, let's just run over there and deliver this grayling. Ooh, I have a bad habit of accidentally selling fish when I shouldn't, so onwards. To the museum! Oop, I took a wrong turn! To the museum! Okay, there we go. And now we could turn in Mr. Grayling over here. Oh, because I got a special second. Oh, okay. Looks like we need one more Fall River. Great. Fall River fish. Let's actually look at what we need. So we need one more prehistoric artifact, one more Caldosian artifact, one more sunken artifact, two more deep woods, one more deep earth, four more ritual, all of the vintage farm tools, one of the metals, four of the gems. Alrighty. For the fish. Oh, wow. So I need to fish in the river, definitely the pond, and still the ocean. Okay, I need to fish everywhere. Oh, really? The metals one. Oh, the fifth one isn't in the game yet. Okay. I figured there would be something like that because the mines aren't done yet. Ooh, I got fall insects to catch too. Alrighty. And then flora. I don't know where to find this goddamn morel mushroom. Oh, it looks like the fall sets are complete. That's great. Wow, wow. My forage and flora sets are almost completely complete. Cool, cool. All right, let us return. Maybe we'll have time to do a couple more casts on the river. Because we do have river fish to find. Do 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 do. Couple more casts on the river. Yeah. Thank you. Who are you? Gotta make sure I don't jump the gun here. The shad makes such a strange little face. Are you interested, bud? Can I interest you in hook life? Oh, oh, what the fuck? The lamprey is scary, man. Whoa. That little mouth? Ugh. Gross. There we go. This will be our last fish, and then we gotta hurry to our farm. And go to sleep. And then tomorrow... Who are you? Merch! Right, tomorrow, we're going into the mine. We need sap, and we're keeping our eye out for, excuse me, seaweed. Sap and seaweed are the commands. Lamprey, grayling, shad. Hold on to you. All right. Don't mind me just scatting. That's not scatting. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, I'm excited. I think I'm gonna do this one Mines Day and then call it a day for myself. I'm been sitting here for a while. I need to get myself a little snack. But first, we hit up the mines. We refilled all of the creatures' foods yesterday. We'll just do our my silly little ritual over here. So I'm trying to get free seeds. It's not gonna frickin' work because I'm doing it intentionally this time, but that it is what it is. All right, MBTA, let's go. Every time, bright and early, baby, let's go. No, I'm not gonna stop for the artifacts because when I mine, I have the chance to discover artifacts, and that needs to be good enough right now. We're trying to be focused. We're focused. We're serene. Oh, let's drop off. We should really let MBTA into buildings. He's the backbone of this entire town. We finished the Fall River set, baby! Excuse me. Let's open this guy up. Cool, we got some tesserae, some sugar. And now we know how to make a lighthouse lamp. That's very cute. Take me to the mines. I yearn for the mines. Alrighty. And I think, nope, that's not what I meant to do. We'll start on level, like, 5. Yeah, there we go. That's not quite it. You're the one. There we go. The light green slimes are the ones that I'm searching for. Because they give some... Alright, take me down. Oh, alrighty. Oh, you gave me a mine shelf? Thank you. That's odd. Odd, but okay. I won't say no to free furniture. As long as it's okay for me to sell it. That's the other thing that I don't like in Stardew Valley is that if you craft something, chances are you won't be able to sell it. And I don't like that. I think I should be able to sell anything. Anything and everything, baby. Okay. There we go. Oh, there we go. I really do. Okay, minecart. I really don't need all of that. Do we really not have any slimes down here? Ooh, give me a slime. Give me a light green slime, please. Nope, you're a lantern. I don't need you. Not right now. I'm not looking for glass at the moment. Okay. Nope. Nope. I don't think you're the right kind of slime, but... Yep, you are not the right kind of slime. No. Man, there is no right kind of slime down here. God damn, man. Yep, you can do whatever you want, Mr. Lamp. It's not gonna matter. I am too fast for you. Mm-hmm. Really? Just give me the slimes. Ah, you, sir. Hurrah, hurrah! A celebration for the green slime. Just give. Oh. Let me out. Let me out. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Ooh. Right, that's fair enough. None of the right kind of slime. I'm disappointed. This game needs to be aligned with what I want. It needs to enter my mind. The snake bite will enter my veins. There we go. Oh, perfect. Nope, just a regular ruby. Too bad. I will take this Narrows moss. There are also some forageables that I think I've been looking for. And they're mines forageables. Yes, the slime! Huzzah! This is our bestie now. What the fuck? Never mind. Bestie ship canceled. We're enemies. Oh yeah, in the 30s? Okay. I'll just tunnel my way down there. You know what? Okay, the bite of the mines. Fucking bite of 87 over here. I'm gonna do not just today mines, I'm gonna do today mines and tomorrow mines. They do! Like I was saying, I love the gameplay loop of the Mistria mines. They're just really good. Okay. Come here. Okay. What the fuck is that? I want a fucking fang! Get your fangs out of here! Give me your sap! Oh, what the- Whoa, hold on. Oh, hold on. Now, hold the fuck on. Hold the fucking phone. Okay, dude. Check this shit out. Check this shit out. I'm not the coolest guy to ever live. Holy moly. Wait, I need to see if these look... No, I like these better. Oh, this is so good. I think we've achieved our ultimate form. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my god, I do look like the kid in Disney Channel movies who tries to skip class to go to the mall. You're so right. Ah, but like in a cool way, you know? I say that, but I am such a straight-laced goody two-shoes when it comes to stuff like that. My god, even the thought of skipping class makes me nervous now, and I haven't done, I haven't been in school in a while. Oh, it's bad. It's bad out here. It's bad out here for the perfectionists. All right, mushroom. Get your ass handed to you, shroom. These chests really are trying to fill up my house with furniture. That's crazy. Oh, I could... Dude, if I had religion classes in high school, I think I would be tempted to skip them too. That doesn't sound cool, man. I used to have to take religion classes when I was smaller, and it was supposed to be like... my inventory full already? It was supposed to be like learning like a world religions class. But the kids were really mean. Scrap metal boots, eh? Oh, okay. Well, the kids are really mean because it was a Lutheran school, and I was one of the only kids who was not Christian. And so they're like, Natalie doesn't believe in God, and I got really upset about it. Oh, I believe you when you say the quickest way to turn your kid into atheist is to send them to Catholic school. I've heard a lot of really crazy stories. I have a friend who didn't go to Catholic school, but was raised really religious, and I have the fiercest turnaround. They had the fiercest turnaround when they go to college. Yep. When they went to college and suddenly weren't in a household that was pressuring them to conform to specific ways and specific beliefs. Why aren't these slimes dropping any goddamn motherfucking sap, huh? That's what I want to know. They're the color of sap. They are the shape of sap. And yet... ridiculous. It's embarrassing. They're embarrassing me. So I need to make chairs for orphans. And to do that, I need this damn sap. And what am I not gonna get? Sap. Not like this, anyway. Oh, the mines. Oh, hello, sir. Might you possibly give me sap? No? Oh, I love horse statue! Horms! I love horms. Horms. Yeah, stone horse. I love stone horse. He is my bestie. Alright. Give it away. Whoa! What's going on in here? What the fuck? Whoa, hold on. Mana potion? Grape juice. Okay, I'm gonna drink the grape juice. Large essence stone. How much does the mana potion restore? Hold on. Whoa. Restores 1 mana orb. This is so good. Alright, we can drink this right away. And then we're gonna keep the large essence stone. Wow, those are some really good drops from that chest. Damn. Now just let me go down. Just give me the, can I, hello? Hello, Mistria? I have a complaint for you? Where the fuck are the goddamn stairs? Sir? 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 So, can I, what the fuck? Please don't make me break every stone on this goddamn floor. Don't. That was Bad. Oop, didn't mean to run into him, but ended up doing it. Who are you? Oh, I can eat this mushroom? Hold up. Hold up. Love to eat random mushroom. This is my hobby. Find mushroom on cave floor, consume it. Discover effects later. Righty. Hello, mushroom. Do you have any slime friends today, or is it just you and your stinky farts? It's just a mushroom and its stinky farts. That's too bad. I was hoping for your friends, bud. Oh, please, please, please. Alrighty. I'm sure that I can sell that mirror piece for more than... Here, this guy. Alright. Oh, here we go. Slimes. That's a lantern. Oh, it's a slime. Yes. None of that was sap. Ooh, the perfect copper, though? I don't care. Give me that copper. Perfect copper ore. Yeah, I should leave. So I can get home in time. MBTA, let's go. Alright. We did not, in fact, find enough of what we were looking for. Which sucks. That makes me sad. I found literally 2 sap. The thing is, I'm really sap poor because the first thing I always jettison on my mine runs is the goddamn sap. I should leave my extraneous tools at home so that I don't take up inventory space with them. That would be the smart thing to do. Also, tomorrow I'm gonna have to waste time buying food for my critters because I don't have enough and I don't want them to be sad. Okay, the rest of this, nope, the rest of this, we need to find storage for you. Can you eat this moss? No. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, perfect. Alright. Do I have space to put these? Okay, tools are going in. It's for tomorrow. That's for tomorrow. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kitty's cat. Thank you. Alright. One more day. I'm gonna do what you suggested. You said the 30s area of the floors. I'll start on like floor 25 and go from there. I'll just keep going down. So we'll start on floor 25. We need to just... It's Landon's birthday, but too fucking bad. Like, he's cool, whatever. We're going. We have a mission right now. Hello? Alright, MBTA, take me. Just quickly, we need some freaking grass seed. Right. Boop, boop. Farm supplies. Whatever. It's 30. Cool. We're leaving. We're going. Oh, I do. Yep, you're so right. I need to get some food for me too. Okay, good call. Thank you. Alright, creatures. Hello, you're probably really fucking mad at me, and I get that. Actually, I think I'm just gonna fill up their troughs and leave, because I don't have time to say hello to all of them individually. Boop. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. What? I have never heard Dora make a sound like that. She was just, scratching her face, but I think it was making her lip go thwack, thwack, thwack against her face. It was really strange. I can't even reproduce it for you, but just trust me when I say it was fucking weird. Okay. MBTA. We're gonna put these guys in there. Food. I don't want to look for it, so I'm just gonna make. There's food that takes me 0 minutes. Perfect. We're gonna make 5 bread. Okay. I love the food that take me 0 minutes. Can I make jam? Because I want to make... Wait, what the fuck? Hold on, it was right there. I can't make jam. But I can make grilled cheese. I can make 1 grilled cheese. You know what? No, it takes 20 minutes. I was just gonna make jam sandwich. But I don't have enough berries to make stupid fucking jam. So we're just gonna be eating bread. It only does 30 though. Spicy cheddar biscuit takes 20 minutes to make. I want shit that takes no time to make. Sweet potato. Baked potato. Baked sweet root. Boom. 2 baked sweet root. We move, baby. We move. Oh, and I got a restorative baked sweet root. Alright, baked sweet root. Roasted chestnuts isn't even worth it. Chestnut fritters takes time. Trail mix. Dried squid. 10. 0 minutes for cabbage slaw. Grilled corn. Alright, we're gonna make 2 cabbage slaw. I've got so much food. We are making food that takes 0 time to prepare. Isn't that incredible? Alright, that's enough. Shit. That's enough on the food. Okay, last thing I need to do. It's 8 a.m. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Okay. Oh my god. Curry is so good. Fuck this flour. Alright, let's go. Let's go, MBTA. We're on it. We're on the move. Mines. Oh, I also need to see all of the characters. Oh, I'm leaving it. I need to see all the characters' cute fall outfits. I know they're the same every time, but I get used to their seasonal outfits. And so seeing the new season's outfits, whoops, always makes me really happy. Alright, we're starting at floor 25 and then going down from there. We are going, baby. Where are they? Hello? There is no one here. We just got dense water. The dense water artifact is really funny, though. Okay, beautiful. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's frickin' slime right there, baby. That's slime. That is a sand rug recipe. Alrighty. Ow. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not gonna deal with you. I thought I was gonna deal with you. I'm not. I don't care. Get out of my way. Okay. Too bad you missed. Oop, never mind. I don't have my net. I should have kept my net, but that's okay. It happens. Put me down. I forgot that there's cool bugs down here, but hey, that's not the point. That's not the point of this visit. We need slime. We need seaweed. That's all we're here for. I see no slime and I see no seaweed, so... Sorry, what is this? Mine's mussels. I haven't seen. I know it didn't pop up as new, so I have seen that guy before, but I feel like it's been a while. Alright, let's take a quick look around. Ooh, tide lettuce. Grab that guy. Right? I don't know why my brain is like the ladder's in here. It's really not. Okay. Anything up here? No? Just a frickin' mimic and some bulldozer monster? Yeah, no. There we go. Alright. Seaweed? Seaweed? Hello? Okay, nope, that's a lantern. That is not the correct kind of slimy man. I don't care if you eat my HP. Take it. I don't need it. I don't need it. What I need more is the energy. Oh, there we go. Alright. Why are none of you the correct enemy? Riddle me this. You all suck. Riddle me this. You are the incorrect enemies. Boop. You missed. Okay. Send me down. Please send me down. Oh, thank God. I was playing it the dangerous way, you know? The way where you don't pay attention to any of the enemies. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. It's my favorite guy, and he gave me 1 sap. We love that 1 sap gain. Okay. Yep. Yep. Excellent. No, no, not you, sir. You will not be giving me that 1 sap gain, and I know it. Ooh. Bruh. Oh, there it is. I just didn't see it. Let's see. Out of my way. Boop, 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 boop. World table. Wow. Oh, baby. Oh, there's 2. Bruh, that's a monster fang? I don't... Oh, 2. 2 sap, baby. Oh, what are you? Jade Deluce. Another guy. 4 sap. Aw, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that's good. Alright, hold on. We need to go through the whirligig. Do we got more guys in here? More of the right kind of guys? Ooh. It's under seaweed. Damn it. I thought it might be regular seaweed. Hold on, hold on. There we go. It's frickin' under seaweed. Oh, oh hiss. Ugh. I need regular seaweed. It's not... The under seaweed is a subclass of sea and weed. I love the crab statue. He's just a little guy. Alright, maybe it's not on this side. Okay, get me out. Get me out. Actually, put the sap on my hotbar so I can see how much sap I have. Nope, that... Oh yeah, there we go. 7 sap. We're getting somewhere. Alrighty. No, 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 no. Do not touch me. Okay. Oh! I was on automatic. Ooh, another slime boy. Where the bro? When you're a slime boy, you need to provide sap. Ah, Tidestone. Love Tidestone. Alright. Ooh, more cave mussels. Okay. Is this something I can break with my fire breath? I don't want to waste it in case it's not. Would it be more clearly demarcated if I could? It's just there's a path that leads to it. Okay, you know what? We're gonna try, alright? Okay, maybe it's not. Damn, this is OP! Oh my god, no wonder it takes 3 mana dots. Alright, well... And somehow I didn't uncover the way down. There we go. Dragon's Breath is so good, though. God damn. Okay, come on. Come on. Dude. Ow. That hurt, man. Why are you out here hurting people? Ow, ow. Get. There we go. I do in fact need a howls after that. Alright, no. No, doo 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 boop boop. Ow. Oh man, okay. What, next you're gonna tell me I need to dip into my bread supply? Tough crowd. Alright. Tough crowd in the sense of the rock's not giving me the way down, and the creature's continuing to attack me and chip away at my HP. Oop, oop, this is not a place you want to be yawning in. Hit me with the slaw, hit me with the salad, baby. Nice and refreshing. I love to eat a salad in the mines. Bruh. Hello? Let me out. Hello? Nope. Oh, really? Alright, let me out. Let me out. No. Fuck. This game is testing my patience right now. Don't try me. It's really trying me. Oh, it's midnight? Okay, no, no, no. Oh, there's a guy. There's one guy. Oh. Sir, can I... Oh, for God dang frickin' sake. Ugh. Oh, and I might not make it home now. God frickin'... Yeah, I don't think even MBTA can get me home. Dang it. Dang it. No. Come on, MBTA. Come on. Oh, okay. No, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah. Unlike Harvey, she actually takes the Hippocratic Oath seriously. Harvey makes a fucking mockery of it. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh! No, if I hadn't stumbled a few times in the mines, I think I would have made it. Ah. Mm. In any case, it's been real fun. We got to see such a cute, sweet, dreamy Caldarus scene today with the Shooting Star Festival, and it was lovely. Um, oh, look at our lovely creatures. In any case, that's gonna end it for today's stream. If you're looking for more of lovely old me, I'll be back on Friday, probably with something Pokemon adjacent, but maybe with something else. It'll depend on the mood, because Friday is wildcard day. If you're looking for more farm sim type stuff, I do Stardew Valley on Mondays. I do more Fields of Mistria on Wednesdays, so next week. And that's that. I'm thinking about adding another day of the week just so I can consistently play Pokemon and leave Friday open to just random stuff. We'll see. It'll all depend on how we're doing. That's Barbie, my favorite chicken right now, just so you know. I love her a lot. Um, any case, thank you for hanging out with me. It's a great time every time. I'll go get some food. Have a lovely rest of your day. Here's all sorts of types of hearts. What is the one that's like this? There's lots. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have a good food. I